Testing. Hey, there we go. It just didn't want to connect for some reason. How is everybody doing today? Hold on, I'm getting some stuff situated over here. Hope everybody's having a good day today. Nice Thursday. Lots of chatter. I can't even acknowledge all of this. How's everybody doing? Fascinating stream today. It will be very fascinating. On the docket for today, well, first of all, I don't understand why. Oh, you guys, it is playing. Okay. On the docket for today, we're gonna start out playing some Minecraft. Well, first, actually, we're gonna start off doing some stuff. Yep. We're gonna start off doing some stuff. Trying to figure out things for downloading worlds. We're gonna play some Minecraft. I might even do some like recording with you guys. I didn't get any recording done today, and that was like the main thing I needed to do, but I ended up doing planning and getting caught up in like other stuff. So here I am, and then I have a like Diablo 2 like commentary live stream to do at 2 o'clock, so in about an hour and a half, because they're making like some kind of big announcement for Diablo 4. So I wanted to stream that, and then I don't know what I'm doing after that. I do know tonight we're doing some Fortnite, but I don't know what I'm doing directly after the Diablo 4 stream. I might play Diablo 4. I might switch back to Minecraft. It kind of depends. Is it Gwyneth Paltrow in the box? Yes it is. So anyways, hold on, there's like a couple of things. Oh, here, I want to show you guys this first. Most of you've probably already seen, but in case you haven't, I want to show. Oh, I just totally clicked the wrong button to download something instead of logging into something, so that's cool. Kind of also messed up. They put those buttons beside each other, but okay. Where is it? Ah, there we go. So this right here is the Prowl merch store, and the goose is here. You guys joked about me. I think Iris is the one that actually said it, but basically you guys joked about how I should put the goose in the store. It's here, guys. You got a kid's goose shirt, and you got an adult's goose shirt as well. So I know you guys want the goose. It says goose, and then below it says by Prowl-8413, because obviously everybody needs to know that I made the goose. So it's here, and my son explicitly said this needs to be a limited edition shirt. So I was like, limited edition? He said, yes, it has to be limited edition. So I was like, okay. He said, go ahead and put it in the title, put limited edition. I was like, okay. And then I was like, so what should the limit be? Like 100? And he's like, no, that's too much. 75. Or he was like 50. I was like, 50? He's like, okay, 75. So here we are, 75. That shirt model looks so excited to be wearing that shirt. Which one? This dude? Yeah, he doesn't. He does not look excited to be wearing the shirt. But he should, if he knew it was a goose shirt, then he would be very excited. So I would love to see you guys purchase the goose shirt. It's a limited edition, everybody. There's 75 available. There's a few different colors you can get. I tried to include like some typical male and typical female colors, and just variety, generally speaking. And I actually kind of like it. I might have to get myself one. Sammy got the pink. Yeah, there we go. There's pink, there's purple, there's blue, there's like a light gray, ash, charcoal. So a few different things to pick from. But it's pretty awesome. Actually, when I put it on the shirt and saw it, I was like, you know what? This actually looks really good. Like, this is a good looking shirt. So pretty excited about that. So guys, make sure you pick up your goose shirt. I should actually get a notification if you buy it, by the way. So if you buy it during stream here, it should pop up and tell us that you bought the shirt. All right. I know Violet's going to get hers soon. Okay, next thing to ask you guys is we have 43 viewers and 31 likes. If more people can click that like button. Here, I should probably, here really quick, I'm going to post on the Minecraft channel that we are live right now. Hopefully some people see it. Where do I do it? Hold on. Get some more people. I am live now. Go to @Prowl-Live to watch the stream. About to open up my gift from Mojang. Okay, cool. So those peeps have been alerted. The Minecraft peeps. The Minecraft channel peeps. Okay. I think I could close that now. Let me get my headphones on. Hi. Mrs. Prowl just popped in for a half second. She's about to leave with the kiddos to go to the in-laws house. Her mom's house. Okay. I've posted some like trouble stuff I'm having, including channel points not being assigned properly. Hold on a second. Log out of Streamlabs dashboard and log back in to make sure the YouTube connection is valid. Trouble with PDF? Oh god. PDF? Where's PDF at? Okay guys, so let's grab the box, shall we? Whoa, what is that? Angel Fisher bought a shirt. Let's go. Okay, so I did actually already open the box, but I've not like opened the contents therein. Okay, and the reason I had to open the box, or I felt like I had to open the box, is because we were sent ice cream. Now, I didn't know when I saw this, I was like, how the heck do they ship ice cream? Like, this is probably going to be melted. No, like this thing was encased in like a styrofoam cooler in like full of like dry ice. Okay. And it said to take it out for 2 hours, or put it in a freezer for 2 hours and it'll come down to temperature, which didn't make sense to me. And it's definitely like still frozen solid. So I don't even know if I'll be able to dive into it, but there's something else in here too. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Ooh. We have a Minecraft Nick's ice cream hoodie. Should I try the hoodie on? Nixon said, think my hips are too big for a goose shirt. Oh, well, what? Lies, Nixter. I want to see it. Get it. Oh, you haven't ordered it yet. Just get it. Just order it. All right, do it. Okay, let's see if this thing works. Or fits, rather. Oh, dude, that's a perfect fit. This thing fits really well. Hold on. Let me like untie this. And there's some little cards in here too. Hold on. They're just like generic cards. They're not like to me or anything. But let's see. Oh, warning. Do not touch dry ice. This box contains dry ice. Do not remove dry ice from the bag or handle it with your bare hands. Leave this in a well-ventilated area away from kids and pets. Don't place on counters or freezers. Let your ice cream come to temperature in the freezer for 2 hours before opening. Okay. Ooh, Nick's, find your favorite light ice cream. So you can get this currently, the Nick's ice cream, if you guys want to try it out. We're going to try them all out together. Now available in Albertsons, Safeway, Cars, in Seattle, Oakland, Portland, San Francisco, and more. And then coming soon to Giant Food and Harris Teeter in July. That's this month. Heck yeah. Giant Company in August. And in Heb in September. So if you're looking for your own Nick's ice cream, I'm going to try them out. And then you guys can try to find them. Big shout out, big thanks to Nick's and to Mojang for sending this to me. You guys are awesome. I'm reading, Thumbelina. Notice what? Purchased. Oh, Caltesco, let's go. Huh? We get a what? Oh yeah, I'm bright enough. Thank you. It's right here. The wife was making sure I had a spoon. How's a fat boy like me going to eat ice cream without a spoon? Huh? Want to like Ron DeSantis it and like scoop it with my hands? I don't think so. Caltesca, thanks for the purchase. Said you would buy it. You did. I just wasn't looking at screen and I took the headphones off to put the hoodie on. That's why I didn't hear it. That is awesome. Okay, guys, let's check it out with your bare hands. Okay, let's get the flavors. Hold on. I took them out the box. Let me make myself like a little area over here. Hold on a second. Here, look, I have them in the top to the cooler here. Let's see what flavors we have. They're kind of like frosting over as they defrost them. So it's Swedish light style. Swedish style light ice cream. We have peanut chocolate. What does it say? Glow dust. So we got glow dust flavor. This like Swedish like language on it. So I guess from like the original naming. I don't know. We have enchanted apple pie. That sounds really good. What did Angel say? Oh, Angel did a give back. Okay, sorry, Angel. Hold on. I'll do it right now. I thought you were talking about the shirt purchase. All right, it's activated. We're good. Butchering my language hurts my ears. I mean, I'm gonna be that terrible. Okay, so we got enchanted apple pie. We have emerald menta, and we have cake blocka. Okay, first we're gonna make a poll here of which one that you guys think that I'm gonna like the most. So hold on a second. Let's make a poll. Start a poll. Which flavor will Prowl like the most? Okay. Let's see. Enchanted apple pie. I forget them all. Add option. Cake blocka. What was the last one? The emerald one. Emerald menta. All right, put your vote in right now. Which flavor is Prowl gonna like the most? RLD said what? Write it phonetically in here for him. Stop. This hoodie, I like this hoodie. It's very comfy. It's not like too thick. I mean, I'll have to take it off like once I start gaming because it'll get too hot in here. But for like right now, like I'm only slightly hot. We'll take it off before I start sweating. How about that? You didn't get a Caltesca, I acknowledged the shirt. I said something. Did you not hear me? I said Caltesca bought a goose shirt. Let's go. You must have just missed me say it. Got to go with the first you thought to list. I mean, I didn't list them in any order. It's just the order they were sitting over here. How old are you? I'm 39. Got mine for my kid's birthday. Awesome. Goose shirt. Everybody get a goose shirt. It did pop on screen too. I know. I wasn't looking at the screen. I was like reading the ice cream stuff. So I'm not going to sit here and like eat all the ice cream as much as I'd like to. I want my kids to be able to eat it too. So we'll probably take like a bite or two of each one. I'll go shove it back in the freezer. And I'll give you guys my honest opinion of it. If I think a flavor is crap, like honestly, it's probably just because I'm picky about it. So I'll say it's probably just because I'm picky. But I'll definitely let you guys know which one is my favorite. Do I get points for being first? For being first, what? Oh, for being first, get the shirt. No. Nixter bought a goose shirt. Let's go. Let's go, Nixter. Let's go, Nixter. That shirt will fit those hips. All right. Will you be able to stop once you pop? Yeah, I will. Okay. Your box is better than Waddles. It's funny. Okay. So I'm just going to grab here. We'll try them in order that I listed them. They're definitely starting to like not melt, but like they're definitely starting to like defrost over here. Okay. So first is going to be the enchanted apple pie. Looks like a little pop top here. All right. Hopefully, like, it's not so frozen I can't dig it out is the problem. Oh, no, this looks good. Hold on. Let's get a smell test first. Oh, that smells good. Here, smell it. Are you smelling it? Type a 1 in chat if you're smelling the screen right now. You better be. Oh man, that smells so freaking good. Holy crap. Oh yeah, it's nice and soft now. Wow. That is freaking good. Holy crap. Oh man, I'm doing a second bite. That is really good. Yes. Like this, like would buy, 100% would buy, like in store. Okay. Next is the peanut one. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is the one that maybe I think I'll like the least. If you smelled anything, you might want to clean your screens. That's kind of funny. I can't get it. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Oh, it looks good. All right. Give this one a sniff. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, hold on. I'll get one of the... Looks like a chocolate chip, not a peanut. Oh, is it a peanut butter cup? Oh, if it's a peanut butter cup, we are game on. Oh. Oh, man. It is a peanut butter cup. That's really good. All right. I'm gonna rate it just below the apple pie, but it's still good. Like if you got a case of this, like I would be eating it 100%. Okay, next was the cake. Oh man, this one's like sweating like crazy. We have to hurry up and get these in the freezer. I love peanut butter cups. I like peanut butter cups a lot too. Oh. Oh, dude. Tell me that doesn't smell like birthday cake right now. Do you smell it? Do you smell it? I don't, what is this like colored area over here? Dang, just eating out of all of them. It's okay. I'm not, No. Like, most birthday cake flavor stuff, I don't mind. This has like a weird like taste to it. Is it like a slight like coffee taste or something? I don't know what it is. Not a fan of the birthday cake one, guys. That one, personally, would not eat again. Smelled pretty good, but would not eat again. Pics of the containers on Discord. I will. I have to let them like refreeze good though. Prowl, I think your chat is behind a little on screen. What do you mean? Bought a shirt for child. Oh, TMO, let's go! TMO got a shirt. Wait a second, I feel gypped. Look how empty this thing is compared to the other ones. Look at that. This is the mint one. Oh, it smells just like spearmint gum. Like 100%. Like I'm gonna be eating spearmint gum right now. Hold on. Like, do I have to, like, is it actually gum? That's pretty good. I'm not a huge like mint flavor person. Like I like mint, but it's always too much in ice cream for me. Colin Chandler with the t-shirt. Let's go, Colin. The mint's pretty good. Like I would get a small bowl of this. I feel like if I ate like a big bowl, like this whole container, like I would be tired of mint by the end of it. So it's not like OMG I'm in love with it, but for mint it's good to me. If you like mint flavored stuff, you would probably like this one. But I'm gonna rate it third on my list. The apple pie was definitely first. The peanut, the little peanut cup one was definitely second. The emerald mint's a strong third, and then like way back and forth place is the cake one. Okay, I gotta take these to go put them in the freezer, guys. I'll be right back, okay? I don't want them to like sit here and melt. All right. Heck yes. Let's go. That was good. Was that fun? Did you guys enjoy that? I mean, obviously I did. I got the ice cream. Dylan James is now subscribed. We have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shirt sales. That is insane. Remember, guys, these are limited edition. Okay, once they're gone, they're gone. I see Gizmo. Do I get points now? You don't even see Gizmo. My wife explicitly put Gizmo away so you guys wouldn't try to get points for Gizmo. All right, hold on. Let's take this off. All right. I be eating ice cream as soon as the kids are sleeping. Thumbelina. All right, let's get these headphones on now. That was great. Let's check Twitter, make sure like we haven't gotten any like notifications there. No, it doesn't look like it. Hold on, we'll post. Oh, hold on. I was trying to post. Just ate the Nick's ice cream sent by Minecraft on stream. Let me tell you, the flavors were good, but that, what was it called? Is apple what? Enchanted apple pie, but that enchanted apple pie flavor is to die for. Hang out live. All right. We're all posted up. Let's actually load up some Minecraft now. Would you guys like that? A little bit of Minecraft action going on here, huh? I thought I had music playing. Okay, there it is. I'm gonna hop over to here. Why is this it sounds very funky in my ear. The music isn't like super distorted for you guys, is it? Want the apple pie ice cream? Is so good. Why is it so distorted on my end? Hold on. I don't understand what's happening. Is all my sound gonna be this distorted? Okay, I think it fixed it. Yeah. You're hearing aids. Stop it. All right, guys, so there's a couple things I guess I can do here. I don't actually, you know what, I can't really do them. Hold on, let me see. I need to record is really what I need to do more than anything. Because this next episode, guys, we're headed out. We're headed out to find ancient cities, actually. Let's see. I have a recording scene here. It takes all the stuff off. And hold on a second. So it picks up mic separate from PC volume. So actually, I think I can record. I think I can record from here. Prowl, make a new world. Nah, we don't need to make a new world. Okay. So here, we'll switch back over to this for the moment. But maybe do you guys, should I do some like episode recording in that poll? You guys guessed right though. And you guessed the order right too. That's impressive. Very impressive. Harder core. No. We're on the guide. I'm supposed to be recording today. So, here, I gotta bring up my document here, because here, this is how I do all my planning, in case you wanted to see. Like, I have this, I have everything on a OneNote document, and I have like categories, guys. Like, look at all these like categories of like things that I like plan out. Some of them are like very basic planning. Some of them are in depth. Sometimes like I plan out episodes and how far out I'm going to go. I had this one of like a whole bunch of shorts to do. Like, I got a lot of stuff, right? And I got books and books of stuff over here too for like different categories. Better Art Guide Season 2, Better Art Guide Season 1. They're all here. I got a lot of things in here. I got stuff in here for other games too, just all sorts of stuff. Did you see Blue Jays making a guide series? Of course I did. Blue Jay talked to me about it. We still talk quite often. Do your Ancient City episode on BMC. Get my gear back. So I think what we're gonna do is I think I'm gonna record. Okay. Oh no, it's doing the thing where like if I click on. Oh no, it didn't do it. Okay, good. But I have like some. We have to do like the intro to the video. I have like a script part that I wrote for the beginning as well. So I guess we'll kind of like do some of that. Does that sound like a fun idea? I guess let's hop in. Let's do it. We'll see how it goes anyway. Good looking so I can call the IRS again. All right, Sammy. Let's see. Maybe we'll open up like right here, maybe. I'm gonna take the shield out of my hand too. Hey, Minotaur, what's up, dude? All right, we are now recording. I'm giving it a second to make sure it's all caught up and good. Finding rare items. 1.19 and 1.20 added many of them, and the ones we're looking to get today are the Silence Armor Trim, the Ward Armor Trim, Disc Fragments for Music Disc number 5, not Mambo number 5, Swift Sneak Book, and Echo Shards to make a recovery compass. All right. Let me, I need to like check to make sure. Did you guys like the little like throw there to Mambo number 5? Bounce, 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 bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I love that song. Anyways, I'm just making sure over on the laptop it actually recorded that. So give me just a second. Oh, where would it record it? Ah, there we go. That's a good song. It's a very good song. All right, hold on. Am I not gonna like know? Hold on. I gotta hear it. See if I can hear. I'm not gonna be able to tell until I like actually pop it into my video editor. It was until someone just sang it. You loved it. Stop. Okay. Okay. All right. Trying to get that back up. Let me close that out. I'm guessing it recorded okay. Here, like, let me just check one more thing really quick. Like if I'm, oh, hold on. Let me make sure I'm like getting all my audio waves in here. So like when I'm on this screen, I have mic, but I do, oh. Okay, yep, and I have PC sound, so I think we're good. It has to have recorded it, right? I think it did. The person who had you draw the goose should get a free shirt. No, they're famous for coming up with the idea. I still drew the goose. And I don't know how to send a free shirt to somebody. Hey, Troy Dunkelberger, what's up, dude? All right, we need to record another segment. And maybe we'll record this segment inside the Iron Farm. Just because we did some work there last time. So maybe it makes sense to go in there and record from here this time. I know I'm not on screen. That's because I'm going to be doing a recording. So bear with me, peeps. This feels good. Okay. Let me get my script pulled back up. I think I'm reading this one verbatim. You guys, I'll probably mess it up like 10 times. That's what Moonstone's for. She cuts all that crap out. Now, these rare items, they can be found inside of an ancient city, which if you don't know what you're doing and aren't extremely careful, they could be very hard to go into and survive. But no worries, because I'm a pro. And I have the perfect guide for you to go through one. And honestly, we may go through a few of them today because those armor trims I'm looking for, they won't always be in every ancient city you check. Oh, and also, I'm hoping we can find multiple ancient cities close to each other. No, let me read that part again. Oh, and also, I'm hoping we can find multiple ancient cities close to each other because as a possible future project, I would love to rebuild multiple of them connected together. So let's see what we can find. All right. That turned out pretty good. I like how that turned out. Oh God, I can't. Can you even imagine how bad Moonstone's gonna troll me for saying, but no worries, I'm a pro? I swear to God, if she puts in some clip of me dying, I'm gonna be so upset. Only I'm allowed to make fun of me. Okay, so, next thing we need to do is record me, I guess, like showing all the stuff we need, and then we're gonna record showing a chunk base. Oh, here, let's do this. Here, let's switch over. Let's record right now. Now, to go to the ancient city, we do need to be prepared with a number of different items, some of which I already have on me, but one thing I need to go ahead and actually grab. All right, we got like a little pause here in the recording. And that something is going to be down here. We need some wool. And maybe, just so I can see everything really good, maybe we'll pick a bright color. Do I have a lot of red? We have a decent amount of red. Okay, what we're going to do, I don't know how much I need. We're going to grab 4 stacks of wool because wool is going to help us make sure that the Skulk Shriekers don't scream at us, call the warden, and then we die. Because that would be bad. All right, just another like short pause here. I'm going to switch positions into the base. I just gave her the idea. Oh, she'll never know. She will never know. Don't tell her. Okay. Oh, you guys are getting encoder overload. It's because I'm recording while streaming. How can I reduce that? Because that's going to cut into my video quality some, which is not good for us. Hold on. Okay. Let me make sure I have everything closed. Settings. Oh, I know. Maybe I can do advanced. Let me kick this up to high priority. And let's see if that helps. And I have that off, although I should probably turn this on. We cut this on, cut this on. Here, while I do all this, I'll let you guys see like the full me on screen. I really need a new laptop, guys. I really, really do. I just don't know how I'm gonna do it. If everything goes well on the streaming channel and we can like push more like memberships and stuff, like I still don't see us getting there until like maybe like this holiday season. Maybe I'll get lucky and we'll have like a good enough month to where I can push it. But we probably, like, realistically, for me to feel comfortable with getting a laptop for myself, like I probably need to be pushing 1,000 total members for a month. like just rolling like memberships. And then at that point, I would feel like I could justify buying a laptop. So if you haven't picked up a membership already, or Mr. Beast, if you're watching, if you want to gift like 1,000 memberships right now, be pretty awesome, dude. Okay. Oh, we'll see. Like so my setup is I have my gaming PC, which is what I'm on, like right in front of me. That's the screen I'm looking at. I have 3 screens actually for that. But then I also have my laptop down here. My son's gaming laptop that's like 3 years old is a cheap gaming laptop. We bought both the kids like 3 years ago, and I output my video and audio to that laptop and then record from that and stream from that. That way, like I separate game and recording, and it's supposed to, you know, allow everything to run a little bit smoother, but this laptop is pretty dated at this point and it barely runs OBS. Oh, I see. Hold on. I see part of the problem, I think. Why is it letting me change that? That's weird. Hold on. So let me change this to this. That might help. Let me go to recording. Ah, this might help too. Okay, hold on. I don't know for sure that this will help, but I just made a couple settings changes that hopefully will like do something for me. Okay. Ooh, let's sleep. Yeah, I mean, really, this laptop, I just need to run OBS. But like, if I buy a laptop, I want it to be able to also run Minecraft and OBS together. Like, let's say I go on a vacation and I want to be able to like stream for some reason for a night or something like that. I would like to have that option. So I can't just get a cheap laptop that barely runs OBS and that's it. It needs to be able to do everything. And also I needed to be able to do video editing because the wife has been editing some shorts for me lately. And who knows when I might have to edit things here and there, even though Moon does most of that for me or almost all of that for me. So I need the ability to do everything on this laptop, and then on top of that, I do want it to be able to run OBS at the highest quality settings for stream and recording in 4K, because I have it plugged into my 4K TV. That way, whenever I make content for you guys, I want to be able to put out the best quality content possible. So like, I'm probably going to need a solid like $1,200 to $1,500 for a laptop. This is Prowl does some editing. That's awesome. She just started learning the other day, and it's a slow process. Like, anybody can learn how to do it, but you have to have like a good interest in it. And she's got good intuition on things, so I think if she like learns more, she'll get better. If she wants to do it, she's just kind of trying it out. Sergeant Preston with 10 gifted members. Let's go. Everybody, give Sergeant Preston a big thank you, and also. Let's pump up those channel points. That's going to be a 40% increase to channel points, actually. So hold on. So that'd be 48 and 24. There we go. That's a nice little jump in points. Thanks, Preston. All right, so let's try this whole recording thing again. I need to tell people everything I'm bringing. Okay, so I am recording, and it doesn't look like I'm getting encoder overloads. That's good. That's a big plus. Okay, let's go to here. Now, in terms of things, oh wait, hold on. Let me pull up my notepad here. So in terms of things to bring, here's what I have. Okay, so we have wool, we have a stack of coal, or coal blocks in my case, and bamboo. That way we can make torches while we're down there. It's an efficient way to do it. Hold on, we just got the membership thing coming through, and that's going to come through on the recording, which is not good. We're gonna have to start over after the memberships are done. I'm gonna throw that clip out. I don't have a way to separate out that audio. And I don't think I have a way to get rid of the sound either without closing OBS over here. Preston, how's it going, dude? Oh, no, we should probably bring. I don't have any though. Snowballs. We could probably find some. I don't know which way I gotta fly out. I feel like probably this way or this way. Let's try to fly out. We'll just see if we see snow anywhere. Yeah, now people can join BMC. Yes, they can. Let's go. I was late. What's the gift? Oh, it was delicious, delicious ice cream and a hoodie that you see back here behind me. Was a gift as well. Oh, actually, sorry. I had the wrong screen pulled up. There's a hoodie like right there behind me. I got that too. Hey, DSR. Well, thanks for hopping in for a little bit. Appreciate you. Yeah, we need to find like a mountain or something. The fact that like we're like, oh, if I ever need more roots, I can get those there. Let's fly out this way. Ooh, that's kind of a big hill. Is there a mountain up there? Is there snow? Ha 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 ha. Ooh. Oh, here we go. Snow. Perfect. What is BMC? BMC is my members only server. I just posted a bunch of pictures up in the Discord and on Twitter about a cool members only event that we had a few days ago. It was good times. Oh, that's got Silk Touch on it. Oh, wait. Isn't it like... How do I... Said Flash Sunflower is a Prowler recruit. Let's go. Still can't see Goose shirt on merch. Oh, it's there, dude. I posted the link earlier. Hold on. Here's the store. Oh, wait, hold on. Where am I at? There we go. Question I have. Three villages in my world. Where can I build my iron farm? At least 100 blocks away from each of those. Oh yeah, this is probably more than enough snowballs. Okay, let's fly out, shall we? Where's the water at? Just take the blocks and make a snow golem hopper farm instead. Well, I mean, I just need a few right now. It's just for the warden. Let's not overcomplicate things, guys. Ooh, more copper. You're never far from water. I know, that's the first time I was ever kind of far from water. Okay, now remember, guys, I am not going to be able to, like, we're not going to be on Minecraft that much longer for now, because I have a live stream event commentary I have to do for Diablo 4. The Diablo 4 developer stream goes up at 2, so like a little bit before that, I'm gonna have to switch over. So it's kind of like a little warning for you that we will be abruptly changing over to Diablo 4 for some commentary, and then I'll kind of see where things go from there. And then tonight is going to be Fortnite with the wife, Minnow, and Ghost. What's the island for? Stop it, Lime Green Fungus! God, I hate you guys so much. You're so terrible. Yes, there's 2 Discords. There's one for Minecraft and there's one for just like gaming in general. Announcing seasons? Yes, Thumbelina. They're going to be announcing season 1. Maybe what it is. Definitely the exact start date for sure. Okay. All right, can we do a little recording? Yes, you did miss ice cream, my friend. Okay, let me pull up this. Let me switch over to recording mode. Okay, we're gonna record real quick. All right. Now, if you're going to the ancient cities, you're going to need a few things to keep yourselves alive. You're going to need to get prepped. We grabbed the wool already, and we grabbed about 4 stacks of it. Should be more than enough, but we're going to need some other things as well. We're going to need things like food to stay alive, torches to light up the ancient city, a stack of wood plus a stack of coal or coal blocks so we can make more torches for more lighting up the ancient city, just so we can see what's going on. Ender chest is always good. You're going to want a hoe so you can break the skulk. You can use a standard hoe if you just want the XP, or you can use a silk touch hoe if you want to actually get the skulk blocks. If you have them, you're going to want to have totems and a night vision potion. Night vision potion will help you see totems so the warden doesn't smack you and kill you instantly. We don't have that, so I hope to not get smacked. Make sure you have some rockets and elytra, so if you do summon the warden in, you can quickly escape. And, oh, something I forgot to grab. I think it's 3 and 4. Make sure you bring yourself an anvil. That way, when you find your swift sneak enchantment, you can put it on your boots. Oh, and did I mention snowballs? Snowballs are a great idea because if you do summon the warden and you want to get that guy away from you, just toss a little snowball across the way and the warden will follow. Okay, I think that's good. Did you guys get lagged that time? I didn't get to look and see. More wool? 4 stacks should be more than enough. All we have to do is cover the skulk shriekers with it. And then so I'll let you guys in on my plan. We're gonna see how well it works. We're gonna sneak in. We're gonna take the wool, we're gonna cover all the skulk shriekers, and then we're gonna break all the skulk sensors. And then we can take up the skulk shriekers. That's my plan. It's not enough? It's not? Okay. Not at all? To just cover the shrieker? How many shriekers are there? 10 million? I make pass with wool. I don't plan on doing that. I don't have any potions of night vision, so we're gonna do it without. We don't have any potions yet. All right, we're gonna bring all of that. We'll do it without night vision. One of the main reasons I'm gonna do it without night vision is because a lot of people aren't gonna make night vision potions. Like you guys that are already really good at it, like you're gonna do it, but you don't need me to show you. Like I just told you to bring it if you have it. But some people are gonna do without, so we're gonna do it the slightly harder way. Man, I got so much stuff in here. Let's put this down. Three stacks. Like that should be good. We could put that in there. That in there. I guess that should be good for now. Prowl, you need this and this and that. Also, Prowl, I don't have any of those things, but let's go. Exactly. Oh no, trust me, I know. I know that night vision makes it easier. I know. But you don't understand how few people actually brew potions. So even though I tell people to use it, I want to show them how to do it without it. Lime green wool gives you a 7% better chance of survival. Okay. I need to throw up the BRB screen for just a moment. I'll be right back, guys. All right. So next thing that we need to record. I'm sure Moon will fix that in the most human way possible for Prowl. What? You said Swift Sneak for boots. It's for leggings though. Oh yeah. I'll correct myself in the next clip. I know it's for leggings, but yeah, like it didn't register. Okay. Let's go back to this scene. Okay. Now, when it comes to finding ancient cities, you have a couple of ways that you can do that. First of all, if you want to do it the natural way of exploring around your world, you need to look no more than up in the air, specifically at mountains. And no, this is not really a mountain. This is just a hill. It's not a mountain biome. You need to find a mountain biome like the snowy peaks or jagged peaks, the really tall guys, because that is where you will find ancient cities in the deep, dark biome down below. But we have another method that's a little bit easier, and that method requires us to go to our settings, look at our seed number right here. Pause. Then come on over to chunkbase.com, click on apps, click on Ancient City, put in your seed number, make sure you have Bedrock or Java selected, whichever one you happen to be, and Ancient Cities will come up. Now, I know that our current base coordinates are roughly 500, 500. I'm going to plug those in here to get an accurate bead on where my base is. And now we can kind of zoom out and see where we can go for Ancient Cities. Now, personally, I think I want to go somewhere where I can quite... sorry. Now, personally, I want to go somewhere where I should be able to get to a lot of them. And this little cluster right here looks quite interesting, although it is also quite far away. We're about 7,000 blocks away from where we are currently. But I think that's what I want to do. So let's grab the coordinates of the first one here. We'll zoom in a little bit. We'll give it a double click. 1649 by 6308. Hold on, let me get that pulled up over here. Moonstone, note for you. Maybe you'll just like zoom in on the coordinates on the top right, top left hand side of the screen, so people can see where I'm talking about, like point or underline or something like that. And back in game here, we got to get the X coordinate, the first one in the top left of the screen there, to 1649, and the Z coordinate to 6308. And we can either dig straight down, or we can find a way in via the caves. All right, guys. So, a couple final things. Oh, hold on. Wait, let me record again. Oh, and before we take off, I forgot to tell you one important thing to make sure you snag. Make sure you grab yourself a bed, because you will want to set spawn in case the warden happens to find you and decides he does not like you very much. Make sure you have a bed with you as well. Okay, recording stuff, I think we're good. Now let's watch Prowl die in an ancient city. I don't know that we're going to get that far. I think we're going to get there, and then we're going to be pretty close to time to switch over to Diablo. But let's head out. I think I have everything I need. I have plenty of food. I have wool. I have like all the stuff. This is so far like long ways away. So what we said, 1900 by like 6,000 roughly, both in the positive. So it's like this way. I'm still carrying villagers with the first weakness arrow. Magnanimous mom. Oh, she messed it up. So yeah, this will be a fun little adventure. And then, so just so you guys kind of know how things are going to go, I think what we'll do here together is we'll get there. I do think, because the recording's just going to come out a lot better if I'm not worried about also being entertaining on stream, I will probably do the first ancient city off stream. But one of the reasons why I picked a lot of areas is because I plan on raiding a lot of ancient cities. So the other ones, we will probably raid all of those on stream. Okay. What's your favorite armor trim? You know, Doug, I don't know that I have a favorite yet. I have not studied them enough, messed around with them enough in game to decide that I have a favorite one yet. I think as we go through and collect them all, I'll probably develop that opinion. You try to be entertaining. I mean, I have to be at least cognizant of what I'm doing. I don't want to have to worry about talking to you guys and narrating every step while I'm going through there. Instead, I want to have my mindset in the how do I teach people how to survive this sort of thing. Here, we'll drop in here. We are going to have to land pretty soon to sleep. Seems fair, no squirrels. Yeah, you guys know how I do with distractions. And I like, the last thing I want to do is mess up the recording of something like this, because it's really going to upset me if I do. What was that coordinate again? Negative 9 or positive 1900 and positive like 6000 or something like that. We're almost to the point where we got to go like almost straight here. Ooh, that's a cool little cave. 6300. Ah, okay. Thanks, aggro. Oh, 1600? Why did I think it was 1900? Okay. All right, so we'll kind of stick more like straight-ish. Oh man, we're getting to a cold biome. We're gonna have to make our own water here, peeps. Oh, look at that ship. That's so cool. Let's check it out. Let's just poke in. If there's a trim in there, I'm not gonna take it. This is really cool. Nope, no trim. Treasure map. We'll leave it. Oh, that's a good launch. Should be another in there, right? I think that was like only a partial ship. I think it only just had that one. Ooh, look at this little village. It's cool. Here, let's launch again. All right, we're close. Ooh, water. So, okay, there's the mountain. All right, let's switch to recording. And after a short trip, we have found a mountain biome. Man, this area looks so cool. Like, I just imagine building like a huge, like sprawling, like medieval city on something like this, if I could stand to build that much, but I can't. So you can kind of see why there's going to be a ton of ancient cities around here, because like we have mountains, 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 and I'm sure there's more beyond this area. So there's a lot of room underneath the ground for ancient cities. The bigger the mountain range is, the more ancient cities you're going to find. Now, I think what I want to do is I think I want to take the method of actually like finding a cave that gets me down under the ground and then seeing if I can just explore my way down to the ancient city before I just totally cheat it and just dig straight down. So let's go. Okay. So now we got to try to find a way in. Ooh, here's maybe one. Oh. Oh, wait. No. I don't have my bow. Unless it's in here. Oh, no. I'm going to have an infinity. Not in this one. I'm going to have an infinity bow. Please let my mending bow be in here. Son of a gun. I don't know where my mending bow is. I have to have like stuck it in a random chest somewhere. Oh, this is so terrible. Oh man, like I'm guaranteed to die now. Like you guys don't understand. There's 0% chance of survival. He's probably dead now. I don't think there's anything in here. Why does this not break this fast? Oh crap, here we go. Nope, there's this is no way down. I don't think. It's probably gonna open back up to the outside. It's a trap, it feels like one. Yeah, look at that. All we did was go on one side, come out the other. Okay. Prowl, you need swift sneak. Keep with the Prowl brand theme. Prowling is sneaking. Oh, for sure. 100%. Oh, here we go. Ah, this has a little tiny bit of promise. Oh, yes. I'll switch to recording. After a little bit of poking around up above, you can see the entrance in right here. I found my way into a cave, but disaster has already struck because I can't find out where my mending bow is. I put it in a chest somewhere in a previous episode or something. I don't know. And all I had on me was a infinity bow. So unfortunately, guys, this is going to make the game a lot harder because infinity bow is obviously terrible. Luckily, I'm so good at aiming due to practicing with my mending bow that we may be able to survive. Okay. This is a cool little cave. I like this area. Bad. Bad, creeper, bad. Oh man, there's a lot of copper in here. This would be a good place to come just to get like, oh, look at that. Oh, not Enderman. Literally my worst enemy. I took coordinates here because there's lots of exposed copper. Oh, this has got it. Whoa! Woo! Please don't do that. Who did it? Aggro? Oh, this is definitely going to lead down to the deep dark. Like 100% chance. There it is. Hold on. We're going to kind of like, we got to fake this a little bit. Let me like get back up some to like where we started up here. We're gonna have to like stage this. Let's like get back up here. Please don't do any sounds, guys, because it'll mess up the recording and I'll have to do it again. Ooh, I found a way down. Oh, this goes down far. The 100% chance this is gonna lead to the deep dark. It's got to, because we're going deep and it's getting darker. Oh yeah, there we go. We're here. And I'm actually a little bit afraid because now is when the bad stuff can start happening. Oh, wait, is this already an ancient city? Oh, we're inside of an ancient city. Ha ha ha. Okay, we got to figure out how to get prepared for this. Okay, guys. I cut the recording. We got sensors. I like really don't like this position that I'm in. Let me just like give myself a little bit of breathing room here. for like mob spawning. Can't blame Prowl for not being kind to creepers. They did give him 2 season deaths in one day. Stop! Water bucket down. I mean, I could just glide down. I'm not really too worried about that. I don't want anything to like come from up here to get me while I'm kind of like gauging what's down there. I'm seeing if there's any shriekers in the area. But lava? Yeah, lava's good. Lava's great. Lava means that we are oh, hello. Lava means that that we have like some natural lighting. But you're Prowl. Yeah, I'm not Blue Jay. Okay, like I'm pretty well lit up here. Mackay! What's up, Prowl? I had to pop off for a bit. What are we doing? We're getting ourselves to the point where I'm going to be able to go into this ancient city for the oh, okay, for the episode that we're working on. Okay, I think this lights me up good enough. Almost. Let's get this little area. Okay, that's pretty good for like lighting up close to around us. Okay, so listen. Hear me out here. What is going on down here? Easy escape back up if we need to. I think what we do is I'm just gonna land right there, like right between them, and take them out. Oh, I see a shrieker over here. Is he close enough? Let's try this. I think we're good. Oh, can I get you? Stop! Why do you keep talking to each other? Stop communicating! Oh my God. Did you communicate to another one? I swear. Oh, a chest. Okay, I can't do anything. Snitch blocks? Yes, they are definitely snitch blocks. Whew, okay, I think we have ourselves in like a good spot. Like we're in a... I was just exiting game and that actually really scared me. Let's not do that. I am not going to like this. This is going to be like the worst time of my life when I go through these streams with you guys of raiding these ancient cities. Like, I don't think you understand how bad it's going to be. So, yeah, that was good timing. Prowl will need Xanax for those streams. It's going to be so bad. We'll probably start those streams on the Minecraft channel too, at least like the one of them, just to get more people in, and we'll like end it up on the gaming channel, on the live channel. Okay, I got to pull up a couple things here because we're gonna start winding down the Minecraft side of things, and I need to get. Hold on, let me get this closed. Let me find where they're doing this stream at. Diablo. Oh, I'm sure you guys aren't gonna be able to like you're gonna be like dying to see this. Okay, cool. I found the Diablo stream. That starts at 15 minutes. Okay. I guess I don't really need to do description. I just need to change the stuff here. Live Season 1 revealed. OMG. Diablo 4, save. Oh, and I guess I gotta change like keywords and stuff too. Thought it was too late too, but the fear and proud. Yeah, like I was just logging out, so it did catch me. Diablo 4, Diablo Live, Diablo Season, Diablo Season 1, Diablo 4 Season 1. I'm typing in keywords. All right, that should be good. All right, guys. So the plan here now is I am switching over to Diablo 4 because here you can kind of see here if I do this screen, you can see that Diablo, they have a stream about to start here in just a little bit of their oh, what did I just click on? It's announcing their like new seasons, so it's going to be super cool. I'm actually very excited about this for Diablo. I need to like size this window appropriately. There we go. That should work. It's the online 4. Stop it. So these are like kind of how these streams are going to work going forward, everybody. Like, it depends on what I have going on. I would have kept doing Minecraft today if this stream wasn't happening, but with the stream happening, I have to cover it. It's really big news. And we're going to grow this channel, this live channel, to just be like a wide multitude of things. So like, I would love the more of you guys that can stay for these streams, the better. We're going to get into a lot of stuff outside of Diablo. I know I've done a little bit of that recently. We'll be doing Fortnite tonight. I would like to start doing some like react videos to anything. Like if you guys have like Minecraft stuff you want me to react to, like I'm fine with that. That would be really fun. Or other gaming news, or like stuff that's loosely related to Minecraft, or maybe not, like maybe more like pop culture type stuff, like whatever. The everything channel. Exactly. Yes, I want this to be the everything channel. I want you guys to have as much fun with it as I do. Starfield. Oh yes, I am really excited for Starfield. I can't wait for that to come out. I'm definitely going to be trying it out for sure. And just like the more attention and eyes we can have on this channel, the more of that type of stuff that I'll be able to do. And it's the stuff that I enjoy doing. I like being very diverse. Call it maybe it's the ADHD in me. I don't know. Like it's hard for me to focus on just one thing, but I'm happiest when I can switch my attention to different things. I really am. So I appreciate you guys for kind of allowing that. Have you thought about trying Terraria? That game is fun. I set my son up to play it and watched him play it a little bit. He didn't really stick with it too long. I don't know. It didn't seem like it interested me. And it's too like, I guess it fits too much in that Minecraft genre to where I didn't like really want to start it because I have Minecraft. Like I even tried what did we play for a little bit? Grounded was like, that was a fun game, but like I couldn't stay with it very long just because like it's a game that requires a lot of time. Isn't Terraria basically 2D Minecraft? More or less, yeah. I don't know. I'm oversimplifying it. It has a lot more of like, it has like big battles and stuff. There's more to it than Minecraft in certain ways and less to it than others. We'll turn this down. But yes, Terraria is, I understand, a very fun game that a lot of people enjoy quite a bit. Let me do a new announcement here. I want to do an announcement on the gaming channel that we are doing Diablo. Everyone, Diablo 4 announcement about season 1 is about to happen. I am covering it live. Get your butts in here. Okay, cool. Also, I need to see, did anybody help me out with like troubleshooting on my Streamlabs stuff, or Yeah, let's see if Streamlabs said anything. I checked username, Pop Snuffy in your chat, and saw his points go up by 40, and also checked if new users subscribing and saw them in the list. If you have specific instances of certain users not receiving points, could you provide us with a breakdown of where they should have received and they didn't? Okay, I'll do that for them. They need specific examples. Some of you guys were reporting that you didn't get points during the stream, so they're going to need specific examples of like this user during this time period did not get any points. So we're just going to keep track of that, and then once you guys see like a long strand of that happening, I'll report it to them like live in the thread that I have with them. Also, if I'm going to check restream, anybody? Nope, nobody answered me on restream yet. That kind of sucks. Oh man, I'm excited for this. Let's do this while we wait. I'm gonna pull this over here, maybe to this other screen to the right, and maybe we'll like actually just open up Diablo. Oh, I need to turn on settings, backtrack always on. Yes, please. Okay. All right. Let's actually open up Diablo. It's going to be like season 1 starts tomorrow. No. So people have like looked back at other Blizzard season startings, and they seem to start on Fridays. So the guess is the 21st or the 28th, because we know it's going to be July. They said mid to late July. I mean, I guess they could technically say tomorrow, but I really don't think they're gonna spring it on people that fast. They want people to be able to like prepare, like, oh, I gotta take off for work, or I gotta plan this or plan that. Like they want people to have time to do those things. So 21st seems likely, or 28th. I think those two guesses are right. They want the time for hype. Yes, they'll give you at least 2 weeks. Yeah. I think when I got off yesterday, we didn't have time to like look at all of our stuff in our inventory, did we? I love my Necros look. We'll probably go a different route next time, and I'll probably go like a male. We'll do a male character. Oh, I did go through it. Oh, and then look, I made this, upgraded it all the way, and like it's not even better than what I have for damage. I thought it would be with all the upgrades, and it did not. It was very let's see, 63 intelligence, 20%, yeah, like nothing on it's better. Like I wasted time and money on this thing, which kind of sucks. Yeah. Aggro, you've never even found time to get on D4, have you, bud? Oh, this guy's got the tats all over his body. The like cult-like writing. So like yesterday, we did get to go through, and oh, look at Sushi's 89, level 89. Holy crap. We did get to go in, and I did get my like tier 3 renown. They're probably going to end up talking. I expect maybe that we may get some kind of announcements about renown. My guess is they're going to back off slightly on the whole renown thing and have to do less of the things. Like I think what they should do, like if you look at the things that you could earn renown for, okay, I think they should have all areas already discovered, keep those discovered. I think they should have all waypoints uncovered, should stay uncovered. And all altars of Lilith found should stay found. And you should default get those things as points already. You do not have to do those things in the seasons. I think the things that are fair to make you redo are strongholds, because those are fun to do and they're pretty easy. You get 100 renown for them, so like it's a big chunk of renown. The side quests, I think, and then the dungeons. I think I would be okay if you only had to redo these things and then these other things would stay. Because then at least at that point, like, hey, I can see the map, I can skip around the map, I know all of that stuff. Now all I have to do is just like hop here, hop there, and get those things. Like, get the big stuff. I think that would be fair. All right, before this thing starts, let me take one more short break and I'll be right back, guys. All right, let's get the show on the road. I think that like more or less perfectly fits the screen when I just maximize it. So I think we're good. Jalapeno poppers? Meh, not a fan. If they give you altars and such, then you have an advantage over someone who doesn't. But there's like, I don't know. Like, think of it this way, aggro. If I've played the game for a year, every day, I have an advantage over the person that's playing it for the first time. Right? I have a knowledge advantage of all the systems and everything that goes on in the game. I have an advantage against them. When that person gets to play through the game for the first time, whether it be within a season or outside of a season, then they can go through, they can find all the altars, and then they'll keep them for the following seasons. It's not, I don't see it as any more of an advantage as just knowledge of the game. Oh, here we go.
Hello.
That's it? That's how you open? Hello.
I'm going to do that every single time.
All right, guys.
Hello.
Let's see what we got.
To another Diablo developer update live stream. My name is Adam Fletcher. I am the community director for the Diablo franchise. We've got some wonderful people here. We just have Rod.
Yeah, well,
Rod.
I'm not part of the wonderful crew, I guess.
Yeah. He decided to insert
He just
himself
likes to
as
crash.
yesterday.
Ron
so.
does. I like Rod Ferguson. He's
what
so
is
cool.
the power? If you have
He's a fun
power, you
dude.
should use it whenever possible, and I've decided to.
So we have Rod here, who is, of course, the general manager of the Diablo.
Oh, they're gonna be talking Diablo Immortal
Universe?
at first, guys.
Universe?
Yeah.
Like
I guess that's
like
what
maybe
all
like
things
5 to 10
Diablo.
minutes. So
Can't use the word franchise.
we'll just kind of like
Pierre's not
listen
here
in. I
now.
don't care about Diablo
Exactly.
Immortal at all.
And of course, we have Chris Leal
Lead UX designer on Immortal.
and Ryan Quinn.
Hi, I'm senior narrative designer on Immortal.
So we are actually starting off today's show with some Diablo Immortal conversations.
let me pull up Twitter over here.
Also, I do want to mention we're using new fancy mics today. We've been joking around, and I call them the
I'm hopping on
Britney
Twitter.
Spears mic.
Hoping at
Rod calls them
Rod
the Janet Jackson
and
Miss
at
Jackson, if you're
Adam.
nasty.
Jackson.
It's because I'm older.
Rod, but is not
Adam
wearing.
Fletcher announced.
It doesn't take a genius to see the size of my head, and the ability to put that little wire around this size of noggin is impossible. So therefore, I
Paragon
passed.
system.
Disappointing. But he does have a really
In
good impression.
seasons, you will
I am not doing it now.
have to redo.
I am not doing it.
Okay, maybe we
At
can get it
least-
out of him.
I'll knot my shirt later. It'll be good.
Waypoints.
Maybe we can get it out of him during Q&A.
Discovering
Someone asked that
areas
question in Twitch chat. We'll make sure to bring that up during Q&A.
altars
And there you go.
of
You're just on the spot and you have to answer it. So.
I think it's important that
Make
last time you
those
clarified what we were doing was the
points
campfire, which is more of a
permanent,
casual.
account
We're just kind
permanent.
of giving updates. You know, we just want to be able to talk to the community.
Yes.
This is more of a developer stream, so it's a
seasonally
bit more official.
have
But one of the things we
us
wanted to recognize too is that, like,
redo
as a
strongholds,
family
dungeons,
of games,
and side
we
quests.
always there's lots of cool stuff happening within
Boom.
in Diablo, and so we want to take. We don't always want to just be focused
This
on just
would
D4.
be
We want,
a
anytime there's something
healthy
big or really
mix
interesting happening within Diablo, we want to be able to
between
talk about it. You know, I could
current
imagine we're going to have a season 29
implementation
conversation for Diablo
and
3 at some point in the future.
player
And so
desire.
one of the things we're going to look at, one to do today was not just talk about, you know, we are definitely going to talk about season 1 on Diablo 4. And for some reason, Adam has structured this
Yeah,
to be
losing
as tantric
waypoints
as
will be a
possible.
drag.
We'll get there, trust us, but it's going to take a minute. So, but what we really want to look at
All right,
as
Timo.
well is we want to talk about a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit about what's the preseason before we go into season 1. We're going to talk about
Because like honestly, if you think about it, like
we actually
when
have
you
some
start a
news
new
about
character,
today.
you start it. Here I'm
Another
gonna
tease,
turn this
didn't
down a
you,
little bit.
Matt? And
When you start like season 1, for example,
we want to talk a little
Okay.
bit about Diablo Immortal because something pretty incredible is happening.
you start
in
at level
Diablo
1,
Immortal, which
like
is
you
in
that
nearly a
first like
decade,
50
we're
level
having our
grind.
first new
It's not like you're doing
Diablo
nightmare
character
dungeons and hell
class that
tides
we
because you got to
reveal.
get to level
And we
50
wanted
before you
to
can do
reveal it
most of that, right? Because you got to
on this
defeat
stream.
the first difficulty.
So, you know, one of the things about
So, like,
great things about Blizzard
in
is the
in
SFD
the
team
like
showing
adventure difficulty or
franchise
whatever, the
and,
first difficulty,
Blizzard
tier
Video
1,
and everything
you
that
could
they
just
do
go
on
through
cinematics, and we thought,
and
how
you could
can we
hit all the
introduce a new
dungeons
character class
and
without
you could do
having
all the
a
side
quick
quests.
path
So
to
you
go
could
with it? So,
basically
without further ado,
to level to
let me
50,
present
you could
the
just
new
do all of the
Diablo character
renown,
class coming to
and then when
Diablo
you hit
Immortal very, very
nightmare,
soon.
like World Tier 3 and World Tier 4, then you would start the like real grind. You would have full renown.
Darkness has always been with us.
What is this? Immortal.
And humanity is right to fear it.
Their video feed is very glitchy, by the way. Is it like that on Twitch too?
The darkness wants to consume you and all you love. But my kind claim its power and wield it in defiance.
Yeah, it's kind of glitchy on Twitch as well.
I fear the darkness. But I am a blood knight, and the darkness fears me.
All right, TMO, see you later, dude. Yeah, Immortal just did not look like a fun game to me. And then after hearing how they were going to like monetize the whole thing like really crazily, it definitely sealed it for me. It was not a game that I wanted to play.
And there we have it. The new class coming to Diablo and Diablo Immortal. It's the Blood Knight.
July 13th.
July 13th.
A lot of people were hoping we would see something like a Blood Knight as the first new class in Diablo 4. It's a fun idea.
Yeah, I know that some people are talking about there's a little bit of hitching on it and so forth. I will say that we actually do have that trailer that will be on a blog.
Okay,
on
other people are complaining about the
after the stream.
the glitchiness
so
of the stream.
Check it out. It'll be on YouTube along with all.
It looks like they're
details
running a
that
very
we're
low
about to
FPS. Like you
talk
see a
about.
lot of motion blur.
We just like to get ahead of ourselves.
Sure.
That's all. But obviously,
Really want a
first
healer
new
in
class
D4?
to
You're not
the
gonna find,
Diablo
like, a pure
universe
healer.
in nearly 10 years.
Every class is supposed
I
to
think
be like
there's
a
lot
mixed
of
class
questions
that
in
can
regards
like
to like the story and so
have
forth
their
behind
share
the
of like
Blood Knight.
damage and
Ryan,
like
give us a
crowd
little bit
control,
of background
healing,
regarding
and that kind of
the
thing.
Blood Knight itself.
Yeah, sure.
But you could see something
I
more
think
of like a
historically,
paladin
when we released
that
DI,
like
we
has a
released
lot
it
of
with these sort of
heal-based
6
stuff and like
very,
holy
very
attacks and that
familiar,
kind of thing. I
very
guess we'll have to
stalwart
see.
classes that all of us love, that many of us have been playing for decades, and it's great to kind of indulge in that nostalgia. It's great to get that dopamine hit of playing a classic, but after 6 classes, it left us with the opportunity to do something that felt really new and different. To do a supernatural class
What is this
that's
alert that
kind
I
of
have?
monstrous, that does things that our other dark classes like the Necromancer and the Demon Hunter don't do. And so we're really, really stoked.
It's nice. Yeah, I know. Like, obviously, everyone's kind of seeing the Blood Knight, and they're thinking, like, is this like vampiric in some sort of way, or like how does this fit in with the actual lore
Right.
within Diablo?
Right, so the fine details are Blood Knights and vampires are intertwined. On Sanctuary, vampires are kind of like living plagues. They go from hunting ground to hunting ground, they kill people, they bite people, and sometimes people who they've bitten, they suffer this monstrous transformation. They start to devolve into what we call thralls, kind of like lesser vampiric beings, long teeth, hunger for blood, all that stuff. And a Blood Knight is a person who, through means of an ancient ritual, has that curse of thraldom arrested inside them, frozen essentially in place.
It's
They
cool
get
looking class.
some advantages, but they get some drawbacks too.
What do you mean the curse of turning into a thrall is a drawback? in a way?
Well, their thraldom is essentially on pause. So basically what happens is a Blood Knight, also preternaturally strong and fast, can see in the dark, can smell blood from a mile away, doesn't age anymore, as you've seen in the concept art, very, very fancy. But on the flip side, you know, they have these blood red eyes, they have black veins in their face,
Right.
makes people uncomfortable. And
don't see
maybe,
why.
yeah, I know, right. And sort of more pivotally than that, you know, deep inside their soul, there is an abomination, a monstrous darkness that hungers for violence. And in order to tamp that down, in order to slow their transformation further, they have to perform a ritual. That keepsake that you saw in our cinematic character's right hand, the little thing on the chain.
Oh, the chain, yeah.
Yeah, that's basically their lifeline.
I see.
like,
a link to their past.
yeah. It's got a memento within of the last place that they were kind of truly human.
Right.
And so every morning, noon, and night, they're doing ablutions with this thing to hopefully continue to keep the darkness at bay. But, you know, it's a process.
Right.
The ritual, it's hearsay. You know, it's been passed down for hundreds of years. And for basically every Blood Knight, you know, it may fail at some point. All Blood Knights are doomed to one day succumb to their curse.
And they don't know if that's 1 day, 1 year, 1,000 years.
Could
They
be
don't know.
centuries, right?
Yeah.
They're very, very long-lived. All
All right, let's talk about Diablo 4. Nobody cares about Diablo Immortal.
Is that they're going to use all of the time they have left
Literally nobody cares
to
about
push
this.
back the darkness. And ultimately for them, since that is such an uncertain question, it's really about their inner sense of balance. Can I do enough good
Right.
to make up
Oh
for
wow.
the evil that
Game
will
category for some
rise
reason still saved
when
as
I'm gone.
Minecraft.
Yeah, I just wanted to give a shout out because we had the art up there earlier, and that art is
Where is it?
gorgeous
Let me change
looking. At the same time, they're very pretty. I've been joking about it. I'm like, oh, look, they're so pretty.
Well, if you were going to turn into a monster, you'd want to stop
Well,
right
it's
there,
funny
right?
because they're very like gorgeous here, and then they turn into the abomination, which is really funny to see. So it's like a complete like opposite of what it is.
I mean, you mentioned the abomination. I think we saw the Blood Knight turn into this creature during that. So what actually is going on here? Like this is I guess Chris will talk eventually about like how an abomination comes to me, but this is basically them tapping into what's inside them to change form.
Yeah, they're letting the curse off the leash just a little bit. It's going to grant them extreme power in the short term.
This is a Bruce Banner
but-
Hulk thing.
Yeah, but maybe there's a little anime teardrop there of like, do I come back from this?
Right. Okay, got it.
Awesome. Well, I know with the Blood Knight.
Okay,
Obviously,
let's
like,
get the immortal guys
it's
off here.
New class. How does it fit, Chris, into the like a gameplay style? Like, what if you're playing a Blood Knight? What can you expect the style to be as a person that's actually jumping into Diablo?
Yeah, so the Blood Knight is actually a melee hybrid class, meaning there's tons of up-close combat with polearms. However, they have a host of shadow and blood abilities they can use to manipulate the battlefield in their favor. I think the drawback of Blood Knights might be that players that start playing it might feel that their mobility is limited. However, they have tons of legendary essences to help them improve the ability to close the gap on enemies.
Could be a cool
as
class,
well
though.
as
Yes, I
life-stealing
agree.
Abilities to help them sustain
Like
themselves
a
in
necro barb.
combat sequences.
Got it. So like in combat more often, close combat, so they're essentially taking more damage, but then they have abilities themselves to actually essentially drain, as we can see, kind of like life from others, essentially replenish their life while they're in combat.
The kebab attack, as I like to call it.
The skewer.
The skewer attack is my favorite thing right now. I was like, so what's happening there? We saw it in the trailer. We see it here.
When you
as well,
watch
but
this,
basically able to
like,
stab an enemy, smash it around. like as if
The
I'm aiming with a
motion and
hammer,
fluidness
so-
is like nowhere near Diablo 4, which I mean it's a
Chris,
mobile
like, yeah,
game,
that's
so of
basically
course it's
it.
not
Yeah,
going to be. But
Pretty awesome.
But
really
it
makes you
actually has a
appreciate how
stun as
far
well, right?
like
It's
Diablo
not
4
just
has
the
gone.
attack on the one thing that you skewered. It actually it has an area effect.
Yeah, so the Blood Knight stabs their polearm forward into the closest enemy, then swings overhead the enemy and slams it into the ground, stunning everyone in a small AoE. And there are also legendary essences that let you lunge forward or actually leap to perform the slam.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's awesome.
And then I know, like, of course, with every class in Immortal, they all have different ultimates depending on their primary attack skills and so forth. Like, what kind of two different ultimates can we expect with the Blood Knight?
Yeah, I could talk a bit about the primary attacks. The first is Ravage. They're basically swinging their polearm around in a 3-hit combo. And right here is the ultimate, where they become a 5-hit combo with a stun at the end.
Those sounds
And-
do
Ooh,
sound
really
exactly
full
like
arms,
Diablo, though, like Diablo 4.
I like.
And the other primary attack they have is called Shadow's Edge. It's quite a unique one. It's the
Yeah,
the
dude,
first
Diablo
Immortal
4.
where
This Diablo
the,
4 is a game that'll be around
in melee range,
and still
the
pretty
Blood Knight will
largely
do a
played 5 to
slash,
10 years from now.
And for enemies
It
that
really
are
will
further
be.
away, they'll
They
actually
will not
throw
have
the
to
dagger
consider
forward,
Diablo
and
5 for at
there
least
are
10
legendary
years.
essences that add damage over time or make the dagger ricochet.
Nice.
I
So
think
you
we'll
can
see like maybe 2
essentially,
expansions for it, probably
it's
like 2
good
years
room
apart. I would
clear
imagine would be smart
type
by
of
them if they did that.
abilities Is what I'm hearing. So if you got a ton of mobs in front of you, especially
And that'll
if
keep a
the
lot of
daggers
interest
are
in the game,
ricocheting
draw people
and
back in.
You mentioned piercing and so forth with the ultimate and everything. You can essentially clear out whole rooms with that. So it's awesome to hear. I know, as you mentioned beforehand, tons of legendary
Colin.
essences and everything that are associated to kind of modify skills. I know, and we're even seeing
Oh, that's
here,
kinda cool.
this is like the abomination that we were talking about
So
beforehand.
why would I want to become the abomination? What do I get from that?
Yeah, so I'll talk about the abomination a bit. The way
Like,
it works
now it's
is
like
it is
Necro
a
Barb
transformative
Druid.
skill that requires the
Hey,
defeating
FMK, how's
enemies
it
to
going,
fill the
dude?
bar, much like
We're
a
watching a
ultimate.
live stream that's
However, it
happening
happens
right
much more
now
often,
for Diablo
and it
4.
then transforms
I'm not
your
subscribed to the
entire
Diablo
skill
channel. I need to
bar
subscribe to that.
into, a new primary attack,
and probably, like, set up for
followed by
alerts,
2,
too.
Specific skills.
I have to do that on a different screen. But
Blood
it's a
Knight
Diablo 4 live stream.
dashes forward in a
They're actually just
blood.
talking about Diablo
And then
Immortal
there's a
right now,
3-hit
but they're
combo
about to
attack where,
make announcements
on
about
the
Diablo
last hit,
4
you fly
Season
into the
1.
air and slam the ground, stunning everyone. A lot of stuns.
Nice.
Nice. That's awesome to see. I think with this update that's coming out on the 13th and the Blood Knight itself, and there are like even other components and that are kind of going to be coming with this actual update. Do you guys have any like additional information on?
Well, there's ways to play it, right? Like,
Yeah.
so the things that's really interesting. Like, I think having a new character class introduced on basically the anniversary of Diablo Immortal is really exciting. Like, it's a great way to celebrate 1 year that Immortal has been at. It's hard to believe it's already been a year. It's crazy.
Yeah, nobody cares.
But so having a new character, but I've been like a whirlwind barbarian for a year now, and loving that. And so now I'm going to obviously. Well, one of the great things about Immortal is that you can class change. So I can take my Paragon 500 Barbarian. I know that's not high. Thank you very much. I can take my Paragon 500 Barbarian and turn it into a Blood Knight. Yes. Like, 'cause there's basically
Yes.
3 ways. We have the player who's been playing for a year, like myself. We have the new player, and we have the test driver. Right, is the way to think about that. So maybe you can go through that.
Yeah, totally. So if you're brand new to Immortal and have never played before, you can play the Blood Knight right out of the gate, create a new character completely free, and start with the main story complete with custom Blood Knight VO lines for all of the main quests. And for players like Rod, who have been playing for a while and want to convert to this class, I'm happy to say that we've made some major improvements to class change. Strength
That's
and
kinda weird.
intelligence will now convert properly.
I know it's a huge request that a lot of people are asking for. Yes.
Yes, it's going to be great. And also, players will be able to, during the event, change to the Blood Knight on a one-day cooldown and also revert back infinitely. So if you decide you don't like playing the Blood Knight, you can revert the day of. Or if you want to try it again tomorrow, you can go ahead and change back to the Blood Knight.
Nice. Awesome.
And lastly, I want to talk about the Crimson Plane event. So for Immortal players that are familiar with Fractured Plane, there will be a special Crimson Plane event where there'll be
So I think a lot maybe don't know what Fractured Plane. So maybe just what's the 5-second version of what is Fractured Plane?
So Fractured Plane is basically a roguelite inside of Immortal where you're able to try out all of these skills and abilities.
Do they
and
still
build
not know that we don't
towards,
care about this part?
15 levels of defeating
How many people do
enemies
they have
to
watching right
try
now?
out different
Does
skills.
it tell me?
You basically start with a fresh class. And
46,000?
So you've taken your character. Like I have a very specific build with very specific gear. But if I wanted to go play Fractured
probably higher
Planes,
than
it's
that
just,
now. I
you're
don't know if that
barbarian,
number live
here's some
updates.
random skills. See how far you can get with this, and you build up your gear.
Refresh it.
Your gear and stuff as you're playing. through this
Okay,
roguelike
that's live.
experience, yeah.
Live number.
Exactly.
And so now for the Blood Knight introduction, you've created Crimson Planes, which is a version of the same experience to go and test drive all the different Blood Knight skills.
Exactly. So you'll be able to try out different skills and legendary essences without actually committing to changing to the class. So just try it out, see if you like it, and if you do, there's always class change available.
Nice.
Nice. That's awesome to hear. So we have, and we have other things like I mentioned that are coming in this actual update. I know that for any
character
new player
customization
that's
I did
coming
here
in, of
is
course, they can
better
create a
for
Blood Knight,
Immortal.
how we mentioned beforehand, customize it, and it's completely
They need to
free.
do
And then,
more of that
course,
in
any
Diablo
existing
4.
character can
Like,
do
the
class
character
changes if they
customization
want,
Diablo
or they
4
can
is
create a new
fine.
character if they would like to do it that way
But,
as
like,
well.
more is always
but I know
better.
we have like a new legendary gem that's going to be coming in this actual update as well.
I hear you,
and then
Minnow.
we even
Like, why
have,
announce a D4
just other,
stream
like,
and they
you know,
only talk
like,
about Immortal?
items
I mean, they did
associated
say that
with
they were
with this
going to
specific patch. They'll be
talk about
Full
Immortal for the
legendaries
first
for the
portion.
Blood Knight,
Exactly.
too,
Yeah,
which is
and
great.
we're actually going to be listing out every single legendary
The blog, yeah.
that is available for the Blood Knight on our blog immediately after the stream. So you guys can check out the cinematic trailer that we showed off for the Blood Knight earlier on that blog, and of course read all the details about what's coming in this update that is hitting on the 13th of July. So soon. It's crazy. We do. We're super stoked. The cinematic is amazing, by the way. I just want to like.
Why are you,
highlight.
for people who didn't get to see it in full frame rate, you're basically rubbing their noses right now.
Essentially, like
Go watch it again, please.
See it in the Blizzard Cinematics team. Amazing team. That cinematic is great.
Blood Knight equals
nothing like
Vampire
seeing
Crusader,
blood splattered
basically,
all
yeah.
over some stained glass. It's Diablo.
No, you haven't missed anything, Iris. I
Makes
think they're
perfect
about to get
sense.
to the
It's
D4
great.
part now.
But we are super stoked. So yeah, July 13th is when it's going to be coming out. And then, of course, again, check DiabloImmortal.com immediately after the stream. We'll have a blog up there.
And I'll record this. Maybe we'll post it as a
Yeah, congratulations, guys, on the
Yep.
year. It's been an amazing
As a
year for
React
Immortal.
video.
And I think
That'd be
people
fun.
who maybe tried it at launch, and haven't gone back to take a look at it. Like basically every quarter we do major updates and really change the game. So the ability to craft set items, the ability to take your duplicate legendaries and turn that into a currency so that you can make your current legend, stronger, and the way that you do dungeons now, like, and the tower, the clan play, like there's just so much else going on. So it's a free-to-play game. If you want to go check it out, just to see all the changes. Like I said, there's been in a year. It's a completely different game in the sense of the different ways that you can approach the content, which is exciting. But hearing the fact that you fully recorded all VO for the Blood Knight for the campaign, I think it'll be exciting to go back and start over.
Yeah, it's about 2,000 lines in total. We've got a pair of really, really awesome voice actors, Abby Trott and Ben Prendergast. Absolutely killed it as the Blood Knight. It's just pure haughtiness and bloodlust and action all the way through. They've got some interesting takes on I was going to say the name of the villain, our Act 3 villain in Darkwood. Some interesting perspectives there. But yeah, I don't think there's ever really been a better time to re-roll, to start a new run through the main story.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys very much, and congratulations.
Thanks so much,
thank you.
Rod. We're stoked.
And we're going to be now switching over to D4 content. We're actually going to take like a really short break because we got to swap people in. This room's only so big. And we also need mics off of people and everything. But,
all right, here we go. Now we're getting to the good stuff.
Into our Diablo 4 segment. So we'll see you here in a minute or so.
All right. I'm interested to see what are we going to learn about Diablo 4. I do think they're going to make some kind of announcement about Paragon. Because, oh, yes. Why are they playing this? It's such a good scene. They need a way to go back and watch this in game. Started sending this to my coworkers that won't play it when I got to it. This battle was so awesome.
We fight true in His holy name.
Pop back on now.
And we're back.
What happened to the awkward hello? You're supposed to go, hello.
That's going to be my intro for everything.
I'm technically not back.
Wait.
Well, you are technically back. I mean, you were in other streams and other times.
Correct.
I'm not back. I'm new.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Tim is new. Tim also has the best voice in the world.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
So
really nice.
Tim is just going to talk for
That's
the rest of
awkward.
Wow, okay.
And-
I didn't prepare for that at all.
He's like, oh, okay.
Maybe you should actually introduce people.
Yes,
Or?
I will introduce people. We are now joined by our wonderful Diablo 4 developers. We have Tim Ismay. May I introduce you?
Hello, Tim Ismay. I'm one of the lead producers on Diablo 4, specifically focused.
His
on
mic
seasons.
sounds
I
like
say
it's
that
far
because if you
away.
ask me questions outside of the season's context. I have no idea what's going on.
And you said plural.
You said
Wait,
plural.
there's more than one
I
season.
was trying to build more than one
season.
Yeah.
There is more than one season. That's going to be, we're revealing that.
Or that's job security right there.
It's like their mics aren't working, and there's a
supposed
mic
to
in a
do
room
more
picking them up.
And we have
Oh,
a
yeah.
familiar face.
Joey P.
Yes, I'm Joe Pipora. I'm the associate game director for the live service. And I'm excited to
I don't
talk
think
about
Rod has one
season
on.
today at last.
But first,
But first.
Oh, but first. That's right.
because Adam has built
can't-
everything possible
we
to talk
can't
about
start-
except the season.
right.
We can never start talking about seasons until we talk about something else first. But there are cool things to actually talk about.
Correct.
right, let's see what we got.
You know, obviously, it's been a little over a month since Diablo 4's launched.
It's only been a month.
That's crazy. It's only been a month.
If you include
No,
like, early
no, but you're
access.
right. It is.
Yeah.
Like I always the amount of feedback we get about like, hey, this thing, and you're like, it's been like 5 weeks. Like,
Exactly.
yeah, give us a second.
Exactly.
So
It has been a month, a little bit more than a month, since Diablo 4 has
wait,
actually
how did
launched.
you guys get a season done in 4 weeks? That's incredible.
We started it well before the game launched.
That's smart.
We actually released it.
We're extremely good at our job.
Wait, so you
I don't want to get in
started
the weeds,
before the
everybody.
game
I don't
launched?
want to get in the weeds, everybody, but like we did start before the game launched to make sure that we could actually release.
I thought you were just
something.
gonna say zombies are really easy to make, and so therefore it was.
Yeah,
Oh my
obviously,
God.
that's what it is. Okay.
Also,
The
people are
zombie
saying
joke
that your
again.
mic is low, Mr. Joey P.
My
no.
mic
Yeah,
is low.
so I don't
Okay,
know if
I'll bring it in a little
we'll
bit.
fix that. I promise. Live broadcast, everyone.
I
Live
can
broadcast.
project everybody.
Yeah,
That's
he
what's
can-
going to
He
take.
can start screaming.
Just scream at everybody.
And you haven't seen
So,
Joey P
interrupted.
scream.
So you,
Sorry.
you're talking
Sorry,
about the 5 week. I was just shocked by the 5 week thing, but anyway. So
Correct.
yes, it's been 5 weeks.
Obviously, it's been 5 weeks since we launched. We've had numerous updates to the game, hot fixes,
Mostly pretty
patches.
good.
We actually had a campfire chat in between, where we talked about even a big update that was coming before season
13
one.
page.
Yes,
patch
13
notes?
page, which people are like, well, that must have been like 14.5, double spaced. And I'm like, maybe it was. But it still was very big. It was like 11 pages on the actual site. But we've addressed a lot of feedback and everything related to the game. We still have more feedback that we're actually going to be addressing. And I will say that later this afternoon, there is going to be another patch, climb patch, surprise, spoilers, or announcement. We will have patch 104. That's going to be hitting all platforms
Wonder what's
later
on
this
that.
afternoon. There will be patch notes posted this afternoon. Very much not as chonky as 103, but it does address additional feedback and issues that people have been reporting over to us
got
in the actual
one?
patch notes.
Come on, put you on the spot.
Funny enough, did I actually have this printed out?
I don't think you can say that 1.04 is coming this afternoon and not give an example of something we're fixing in 104.
I know that they are actually doing a gameplay fix in regards to, or a gameplay adjustment to Helltide Chess, so that Helltide Chess will now actually drop unique items.
Oh,
Have the
okay.
chance to drop unique items, but yes.
Sorry. Have a chance, not like a guarantee.
So it's relaxed.
Okay,
Now that's
that'd be
quoted,
nice
and
to
I'm
see.
just like,
Yeah.
but,
So that's okay. That sounds stupid for me as the GM to go like, I thought they already could drop uniques with Helltide Chess, so I was mistaken there.
Yeah. It's so there are some content types that the rewards are not dropping like unique items from it. So like like Whisper bounty caches, for example, don't have a chance to drop unique items when you turn in for those.
Didn't know that either.
Yeah, but I think that there's opportunities for us to continue to like try to expose this more as we talk about these things moving forward. But yeah, this is an opportunity now. We want to make sure that when players are trying to target farm for certain kinds of uniques for their builds, they need to grab in order to bring those things online.
They have a way to do it.
Those Whisper caches really can be used as a way to or not Whisper caches, the tortured gifts you can get from the Helltides.
That's good.
Events.
That's a
Those
good
are really
change.
good opportunities to go and try to go for those.
And that's this afternoon. So once 104 goes out, once you're
That'll help me find my my weapon.
That's right.
Just-
That's right. That's
that I'm
this
trying to
afternoon.
get.
Yep, and I will say, like, we've been getting,
My scythe.
like we've mentioned, I think, many times already in this stream, we have been getting a lot of feedback related to bugs, issues, or even just like general gameplay feedback. feedback, and it's something that the team has been reading through and getting through, and those are things that obviously we're addressing as we get through all these different updates in the future and everything.
We're building a big backlog. Like, this is the thing I was making the joke about. They started before, like, seasons started before we launched, just to try to set expectations. Like, we're moving as fast as we can,
that I'm trying to get.
But we have to move also safely, because if we move too fast, we can kind of vibrate the game out of stability. And so we're trying to be as reactive as we can, but in a safe way, and knowing we have a large backlog of season 1 was already well in flight, and season 2 is also very much well in flight. And so we're trying to make those
There's a
adjustments.
site
So
I'm trying to get, the Black
feedback,
River.
So please
unique
don't
sites.
take the lack of instantaneous response as in we don't hear you. We hear you. We
Awesome,
hear about,
nice.
I want to lock my inventory. We hear you about all the different types of things that you're giving us feedback on, and we appreciate that feedback, and we're doing our best to address it as quickly and as safely as possible. So, so just trying to manage expectations that sometimes it might feel, but again,
Nixter,
it's only
the bug
been
you're
5
having
weeks.
with the horse,
This
it
is
has
a
to do with
game
how
that we
close
are
your
gonna,
mouse is to the horse.
we're
If
gonna
you move
support for years
the
to
mouse
come. This is a
far
foundation
away from the horse,
of, we
when
said the
you're
launch was
trying
the
to move,
beginning,
it'll go
not the end.
faster.
And so we're going to be continuing to support this game through many seasons and through expansions and what have you. And so please just allow
It's
us
kinda
some
dumb, but
time
that's
to
just
catch
how it
up
works right now.
and work through our backlog to get to those items that we know that you care about.
And I do want to note that we're, as we were in preseason, we were obviously shooting out a lot of updates really quickly. And this is something we talked about a little bit on the campfire chat, but we are going to get into a more systematic way of being able to update the game. So it's not just going to be like ad hoc, hey, guess what, a new client patch type of thing, unless there's an emergency. But yeah, people start to find a more some familiarity with how we actually update the game around seasons and client patches that may occur, whether they are in between or only on seasons and so forth. So we'll have that actually communicated out, and people then know what to expect going forward when we do have different updates or different patches that actually do the game.
I think it's really important that we have now talked about things we did in the preseason. We've made a number of changes on the balance side. We've responded to a lot of player feedback. We've got 1.04 coming out later on this afternoon. But Adam, what do the people want to hear about?
Zombies!
Season 1.
Tell us about the
So we're actually
season.
now going to talk about. No, but we do want to talk about season 1. Season 1 is coming, and we actually have a really cool trailer to show off.
Oh, let's watch.
We jump into it. So
Oh, let's see.
hit it, Rich and Matt.
Snow season confirmed. Oh.
I am writing to you because although a great evil is receding from Sanctuary, a new festering curse now spreads its corruption across the land. More dangerous, more malignant than I could have imagined.
What is
I
it?
found a way to stop this plague. To rip the dark power of these monsters from their very core and turn it to our advantage in destroying them.
Okay.
But I cannot do this alone. My allies have fallen. My strength is dwindling. The malignant are relentless and without mercy. I need help. I need you.
Season of the Malignant. Look at that. That's kind of cool.
And there we have it. The first season of Diablo 4 coming out on July 20th. The season of the Malignant.
July 20th. He just said
Lots
it.
to talk about there. Lots to talk about there. So we're actually going to
That's
jump
a
into it.
Thursday.
I'm just kidding. But obviously, a lot of people want to know what's going on. You know, we even teased it on social media yesterday, where something was corrupting Sanctuary. I guess Tim, Joe, like
Yeah, no.
what's
Okay,
Give us
going-
info.
What's going on?
What is it doing?
So season 1, the season of the Malignant. So our very, very first season in the game is going to basically take place after the events of Diablo 4. So after the redacted and the redacted have happened and the player has finished redacting the redacted, once all that's out of the way, that's when things are really going to kick off in the world of Sanctuary. Kind of step off from that point. And there is a new threat that's basically emerged in Sanctuary. There's this malignance, there's this corruption that's begun to spread throughout like the hearts of the creatures throughout the world, and that's everything from like beasts to humans, to demons themselves, everything in between. Can be corrupted by this malignance.
And what does it do?
As beginning to take root and fester inside the inside people. And it's basically kind of like it's changing them, right? It's turning them into these bloodthirsty fiends. Effectively, they're going out and trying to destroy everything. And it's threatening Sanctuary
kind of what they already do.
Very high level. The player is going to come across a new character that they're going to introduce to over the course of the season, named Cormond, who we actually saw in the trailer there.
Okay.
Cormond is there he is. Cormond is an ex-member of the Cathedral of Light. He used to be a priest of the Cathedral of Light. And he's taken it upon himself to start trying to dive deeper into this new malignant threat that's risen over the course of these days following the events of Diablo 4's main campaign. But he's finding himself maybe a little out of his depth. You say, Tim? Like, what do you think about Cormond?
Yeah, he's trying to fix the problem on his own, and then I think when he's not 100% successful, he comes to the player and says, "Hey, you were really helpful in the past. Could I get a hand from you?" So that's kind of where things start.
Yeah, he's very. I think that you'll find like he's a person. Everything in the room is on fire, but he's sitting there like, "I can fix it. You know, we can find a way to solve this, right?" But he's a great new character that the player get introduced over the course of the season. But that's really just where things kick off. You know, and players will start the season of Malignant actually in Kyovashad.
Okay.
And they're going to gain access to like the beginning of the story of the season pretty much right away. You know, so you're able to start off right at level 1, like jumping out of the gate and be able to start like following the thread of this new season storyline.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about the transition from the current Eternal Realm into the season afterwards. We're going to get through the season information first.
Yeah.
Well, then I know people are really curious about what happens to my current character. How do I think about that transition?
People ask this every time, and it drives me insane.
Details,
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
Like, you know what's going to happen.
So that's
start
kind
over.
of the high level, like what's happening in the
That's
world of
the
Sanctuary.
theme, right?
That's the
we
theme,
have a
yeah.
seasonal theme with a seasonal story, but like, what about the mechanic? On top of the theme, there's usually the seasonal mechanics. So what's the mechanics that we're looking at?
We're trying to add more stuff to seasons that appeal to everything that a player does in Diablo 4. So we are adding story, the elements of what you're going to find out about what is actually happening to Sanctuary.
Okay.
Then we want things that are new challenges for the player, things that you can fight that maybe you haven't fought before.
Okay, so new mobs?
New powers, things that you can build your character in a different way, a different direction than maybe you did in any previous season, or in this case, in the preseason when you had just the Eternal Realm. So hitting all of those notes, we're starting with a mechanic around the threat. So what is the threat? The Malignant. We've been talking about it a lot. Where does the Malignant actually show up? That actually shows up throughout the entire game. Yep. When you're playing in the world of Sanctuary, anytime you encounter any elite monster, there's a chance that it will spawn as a malignant version of that monster.
Okay.
So that malignant version is going to have these growths on it and some additional power.
Okay.
After you kill it, a heart will actually appear, the exposed malignant heart that was causing this. If you then interact with that heart by using a cage of binding, it now starts a ritual where it's pulling all the malignants in, and a new, even more powerful version of that elite is spawned.
Okay.
Why would you want this? How does this help you? Well, if you can manage to beat that even more powerful version, where you see these other minions are now helping it, these other malignant creatures, now it drops the caged heart. You've actually put all of that malignant power into this cage that is an item that you can use that is kind of like a gem.
Okay.
It's like a gem in the sense that you can socket it into gear.
Okay.
It is very much not like a gem in the sense that it has an enormous amount of power. Think of a legendary item, the kind of power that's in there. It's like that, maybe even a little bit more than that. So you can take these malignant hearts, you can socket them into your jewelry, and that gives you these kind of stupid new broken builds that are hopefully balanced, but they are extremely powerful. So these are new options of how you can play the game.
Yeah,
there's going to be different versions
of this.
of this.
Really cool, right? So one of the things we really want to do with each season, to Tim's point, is we want to make sure that we're providing new ways for players to engage with Diablo 4, new problems for them to solve, new ways for them to customize their characters and kind of do new cool stuff.
Right.
And that's what Malignant Hearts and the powers associated with Malignant Hearts really allow us to do. So one of these things, yes, you can take Malignant Heart you've managed to collect from one of the consumed that you managed to kill. one of these super malignant creatures that you've killed this way, and you can socket them into your gear.
Okay.
We have over 30. We have 32 new. I'm not gonna say like over 30. We have 32 new malignant powers.
Exactly how many powers.
Technically,
Critical strike electrically charged enemy for 2 plain
malignant
second
powers
cause and lightning arc between them.
These
Okay.
are new legendary power-like abilities. You can see this one
And there's
here.
like different
Critical
levels of
strikes,
them.
Electrically charged,
So is it only
creatures
in
that
jewelry?
throw
It looks like it's
certain
only in
amount of
jewelry,
damage.
'cause look.
So these are like
This
there's a lot
has
of
a
really
socket
powerful
slot
things
in
like
it,
this,
but you couldn't put
to
it
be
in
able to
there.
kind of like interact with over the course of time.
So it's only rings?
But each of the malignant hearts you're collecting
It's only
are
rings.
actually like a category. They're associated with a color. So if like brutal hearts, for example, or like have a blue color to them, and they'll only go in infested sockets.
I didn't want to pause it since we're live.
Rings and jewelry during the season of the malignant of a matching color.
I see.
So when you're hunting for when you're finding new amulets and rings or gambling at the
Amulets
the,
too,
vendor, whatever it is you want to do, you're kind of looking for specific socket colors.
Or if you're getting a unique ring from the new Helltide chest rewards as you're playing from the one.
That's right. If you happen to luck out and get Mother's Embrace because you need another Mother's Embrace, then yes, you can absolutely.
One will never do. But what's interesting, so there's 3 different types of color sockets. Yes.
There's 3 different types of colored sockets, but there's 4 different types of malignant hearts.
Yes. Go on.
Well, okay, I guess I will. So the last malignant heart type is called basically a wrathful. It's an extremely powerful malignant heart type. They're very, very
That's the
rare,
same
hard to
thing.
find. They will fit in any colored socket as you go.
Oh, so
you
so
kind
you
of
see
want
the
a
colors on the
combination of all
sockets?
of
It's hard to
these.
see.
Even though the Wrathfuls are pretty strong, you're really only looking to probably have like 1 or 2 of these based on what you might actually need for your build.
So it has to go in the
over
right
course of
color
time.
socket.
So
That's
it's fun,
purple, purple,
we want to be able
orange.
to experiment with, again, creating these different problems for players to solve, different ways for players to engage with things, and really change up that experience by virtue of adding these new powers. They're going to unlock different builds potentially for classes, to Tim's point, and just basically be like a really fun, exciting new way for players to kind of inject new power into the experience.
But you're looking for so can the jeweler, when the jeweler right now can add a socket to, a piece of jewelry?
Yeah.
Are they able to add colored sockets, or are those only
So you can't
found?
choose the color, but anytime a
You
ring
can't
would
choose the
roll
color.
with a socket from when the season of malignant starts, it's always going to have a color associated with it. There's not you couldn't get like just a regular jewel socket.
But even a jeweler created one. Like if I have a ring with no socket, when I do the jeweler, it'll be colored.
It'll always be colored. Yeah,
so
it'll
you
always
can
be
do
an
it,
infested socket in this way.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's true for unique. So if I'm looking for I have a unique ring, like you talked about, but I want the blue version. I could find a unique with the red socket, and I could find it with a yellow socket. So I'm looking for blue. So there'll
you might be.
multiple versions of the uniques as well, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, fun new stuff to look forward to, and that's just, we showed in the video earlier, like the player fighting a malignant creature. There's a chance for, as Tim pointed out, there's a chance for all kinds of elites out there in the world to be malignant in nature,
Okay.
which makes them a little bit more powerful. But then when you kill them and you go and you actually use the cage of binding to capture their heart.
How do you get the cage?
Then you
I
fight that
guess it's a
super
quest.
the consume version. It's that's gonna be like buffing nearby monsters. It spawns a bigger combat in that scene. There's more to look forward to, and those get tougher and tougher. And you want to fight higher and higher level versions of those in higher world tiers to get even better versions of those hearts.
Yeah.
So you can get stronger versions of the hearts as you get further into the game, and you might be thinking okay, does that mean the old, the crappy hearts that I got earlier? Are those useless? You can actually break those down at the crafter as well to get a crafting
just like you
table
can
out of them
anything
that
else.
allows you to craft new items, including invokers. So invokers are something that you can use a little bit further on once you finish the campaign
invoker.
Of Season 1. You will unlock the ability to go and use these at a specific place called a malignant tunnel. So if you are
By the way,
trying to...
that's also the name of my colonoscopy.
Okay.
Wow.
And
It's a serious thing when you're over 50. You should know that.
That's actually
this
a
is
good
when
point.
That's a good point. So if you have a malignant tunnel, you should get yourself checked out.
So in the world of Sanctuary, when we say malignant tunnel, we mean, hey, I'm a player and I actually want to get more of these hearts, but it's just a random chance on elites out in the world. Where can I intentionally find more of them? There are these malignant tunnels. So there are actually places across the world where the malignance is manifesting in these new dungeons. So if you specifically want to go find more malignant hearts, you can hunt down these tunnels.
Okay.
You can go in and, hey, there are more malignant there. So there's a higher chance of finding
So are
malignant
these
monsters
new
there.
dungeons
And
almost?
you want to guarantee it. Man, I really need a very specific type of malignant heart. How do I make that even more likely? That's when you take your crafted invoker, you go all the way to the end of a malignant tunnel, and you can use it on a malignant outgrowth. And you use it on that outgrowth,
hard to hear
it now
them.
spawns that specific type of malignant that's going to have the color associated with it of the heart you're trying to find. You kill that, and you're going to get the specific heart. So there's a little bit more targeted farming you can do as you approach the end game of season 1.
Actually, I have if you go to the C video, it will be able to show you going into an evoker event where you can go in and sort of, which I've heard called the PT Baster from Hell, basically, is what an invoker looks like.
It does kind of, yes.
So this is how you can target farm.
Yeah, that's where we ended up.
Yeah, at the end of these bulletin tunnels, you're going to find that there are these kind of
so you pick one of the two, and you get that color.
Go and interact with, and each of the tunnels has a few different ones that can potentially spawn different colors of malignant outgrowths that can spawn from those. So it gives you those opportunities to go and like really target farm, as Tim's pointed out, like certain kinds of malignant hearts as the player is progressing through the experience. Yeah.
So when we show like we were just showing it,
Technical
show the one you were just showing, because that was the invoker event. So basically, there's a growth. You get to the end of the tunnel. There's you're able to basically essentially requesting a monster of a particular color. Yes, you're saying like I want a blue heart. A chance to get a blue heart by trying to defeat the blue monster. Yes,
that's right. And some of these, are, like particularly later on in the experience, like the most powerful hearts you can get are going to be delivered from things like these invoker encounters.
Interesting.
To go and interact with. So yeah, something we're very excited about.
So basically, they use an invoker on the one of the pods.
That's right. Yeah, the outgrowths from this malignant mass.
Which then creates a blue monster for you to fight. You have to take that down, which will then. So does this one go through the same mechanic where I have to kill it, try to capture heart to kill the harder thing?
Yeah, when this thing pops up, after you kill this one, you don't actually have to capture it. You're fighting the powerful version of it like immediately.
That's what I was asking. Yeah, so you don't have to do the 1-2.
That's right.
Got it. So that's nice. So it's kind of a little like the sigil crafting, where you basically, I've got a bunch of stuff I'm not using right now. I can craft it down so that I can focus what malignant hearts I want. Because maybe my build, I know I want a brutal heart, but I haven't been running into any blue malignants out there in the world. So now I can go into a malignant tunnel, fight my way to the end, have an opportunity to use the invoker to create a blue malignant to go after its heart. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Roger's called it out.
And I know.
That's all I'm here to do is summarize.
That's good.
He's like, I will take everything you said, summarize it into 2 sentences. And I know, like, obviously with the story and so forth, there are like new boss and so forth associated with it.
We're not really talking about the boss.
We're redacted, but yes.
It's worth calling out,
there's new boss monster for players to fight over the course of the season.
That's fun.
There are
hopefully some interesting mechanics.
Items for players to collect this season.
New items.
There's our legendary powers, I should say. For players to collect. There's new unique items for players to collect.
Okay. Now, those new unique legendaries and the unique uniques. Thanks for that. Those are not just in the seasonal realm, though, right? Are those things that are also showing up in the Eternal?
That's right. Those will also show up in the Eternal realm. So
exactly.
Yeah, if you're a player who's like really trying to continue to progress your character in the Eternal realm, there's now a few new items for you to go try to hunt for and use to kind of augment and change your build.
This is the moment where I can do the producer thing.
Yeah.
So you probably saw it before on the screen when we looked at the cinematic. It was awesome, and we said July 20th. Oh my God, there it is, the day it's coming out. We are actually putting out the patch a little bit earlier. So just for awareness, so everyone knows, you're going to see your game patching on July 18th. That is all of the stuff coming to you that is going to turn on July 20th.
Balance changes, the new items.
Okay.
So July 18th is actually anything that shows up on the Eternal realm is there right away. If you just want to continue playing the game as normal on your existing characters or a new Eternal character if you want, July 18th, the new legendaries and uniques that they were just talking about will be available to you on the Eternal realm, as well as any other improvements, balance changes, rewards changes that we've made. Those will be there right away on July 18th. July 20th, the season turns on. You can now create seasonal characters.
I think it's like going back to managing expectations. I think one of the things we've been trying to be really clear about with seasons is that it is not a continuation of the main campaign storyline. Like we've been trying to use phrases like it's a new quest line. Working with Corman to solve the malignant is a big, is obviously the journey you're on, but it's not about the Aneria.
It's not about
journey.
Lilith
it's not
anymore.
Extending that story. It's sort of a side story inside the open world.
It just takes place after the events of Diablo 4. But you're absolutely right. This is a new self-contained story within the season of the Malignant, which is great because it just gives us a lot of
I think it's kind of fun. I like how they do it.
To tell an exciting
it's like you're
story,
still living in the world.
These new big features that kind of go along with
you get to see what happens. Like Lilith is defeated. Now what's happening?
To sort of track my accomplishments through the season. I don't know, maybe some sort of journey, perhaps,
you
would
want
be
to track,
really...
You want to track your seasonal journey through some kind of feature.
I don't know if I could tee that up any higher for you. We went from golf to
went from golf to t-ball really fast. No, absolutely. So this is obviously with season 1 where we're going to bring out the season journey feature, which I know we've talked a little bit about on stream before, but I guess it's worth maybe calling out and maybe a little bit more clarity.
Hey, look, it's this.
It's
but
not redacted anymore.
Right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
So this is
no top secret.
Yeah. So this is the battle pass introducing as part of season 1, and then going into here you'll see the season journey, and again, so the season journey is separated into 7 chapters. And like these major chapters, and each of those chapters has a number of objectives inside each of them in order to allow you to progress that chapter.
This will be fun.
You don't have to do all of them?
You don't have to do all of them. You have to do a subset of them in order to advance to the next chapter. So I think it's really cool. So like objective to objective, you're going to be earning favor drops, which can be used to fuel your battle pass, which we'll talk about a little bit more in a minute. Yeah. But you're also, for your chapter completion moments, you're getting
TMO, you start a new character in a new season.
Like an experience point value for your battle pass.
So when season 1 comes out, if you want to play in the season, then you start a new level 1 character.
Aspects. Ones that you can't normally get through the Codex of Power, through like dungeon completion, and also many of our new legendary aspects we're adding in the season. If you're playing in the seasonal realm, you can collect that for your Codex of Power by going to the season journey. So it's a great way for you to introduce yourself to some of these new things as you're kind of playing through.
Yeah, I love this. Like one of the things that's hard about, for people who know Diablo 3 and its sort of journey.
Hold on, wait. Do you love this?
I love this.
Oh, that actually feels really good to hear.
I love this. The notion around, like, I like the fact that the subset aspect of it, because I know there are certain things. I'll pick a stupid example. It's like maybe I hate sellers for some reason. I'm a seller hater. And so I never want to complete a seller. Then the fact that I can advance chapter 1 to go to chapter 2 without ever doing what lurks below, I think that's great, because that's like, I find you get into situations. I have other games where they're like, you must do this thing that you really don't want to do in order to progress. And the fact that I don't have to do that here, that I can choose a subset of things to continue my progress, I think is really smart.
Yeah, I think it's really good to hear. It's one of the things we really want to do is make sure that like the base example of this is like we really like letting players use our fields of hatred as opportunities to kind of like progress their characters inside of the season, but we don't, and we want to include that in the season journey, which is the PvP content in the game. But we don't want to make that like a requirement that you must go do this content in order to progress your season journey. We want to give players the option to do this if they choose.
One thing I do want to call out here as well with the season journey, and I think you're going to call it out in some other places, is that it can be confusing to players initially that you go to this battle pass screen, you click on the season journey button. Do I have to buy the battle pass to get this? No. Everyone has access to the season journey. This is a base feature that everybody is engaging with. Actually, everybody has access to the battle pass too. You're engaging with, even if you never pay a cent, you are engaging with the battle pass. You're getting free stuff.
In the seasonal realm.
In the seasonal realm.
Yes,
Rod has always reminded me to say that. In the seasonal realm, this stuff exists. There is no season journey if you're not in the season. That's very important. It only exists there. There's no battle pass if you're not in the season.
Right.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. So yeah, that's essentially the way the season journey works. Those final objectives, those final chapters are really, really tough to complete. You can get some like special like cosmetics, like special like title and things towards the end of that path. So we're excited to see players like engage with it and for us to continue to support it in future seasons.
And so we saw that the season journey grants you a lot of favor to go towards your battle pass, but you also earn favor just out in the world killing stuff.
That's right. Anything that's like killing monsters, completing like whispers and dungeons and things, like all of these things will be earning you favor as you kind of play through the season.
Right.
So anything that's getting you experience points is your chance to give you that favor as well.
So if you have never played the campaign yet, like you're about to buy the game for the first time with the season, for example,
right?
I'll be like, okay, I'm going to roll a seasonal character. I'm going to play the campaign. The fact that while I'm playing the campaign, I'm killing stuff, and I'm still earning favor. Like this stuff is still sort of progressing in the background, right?
That's absolutely correct.
I just won't run into any malignant until I finish the campaign.
That's absolutely right. But you will, as you play, if you make a new character, to your point, Rod, on the seasonal realm, you're playing through the campaign, you will be earning favor as you're killing monsters and doing things during the campaign. But a lot of those, and you can also progress your season journey, but some of those objectives might require you to go and interact with season features that aren't available until after you finish the events of the Diablo 4 main campaign.
And that's probably one of the big things to be clear about. I know we're going to talk about the transition later, but in terms of getting access to the mechanic, the idea of talking to Corpsmen, capturing malignant hearts, having rings with colored socket or jewelry with colored sockets, that stuff all takes place post-campaign.
That's correct.
And so if you haven't beat the campaign yet, you're not going to run into
see those
seasonal
things.
mechanics.
Yeah, you won't fight malignant creatures, for example, while you're going through the campaign
Correct,
on the seasonal realm, but you will shortly thereafter. So one of the things you can do, and I know we're going to talk about this, and we keep saying we're going to talk about this, and then we talk about it anyway. But like, so I would say, like, you know, one of the things you can do to get ready for the season is to make sure you finish your campaign playthrough. Diablo 4, jump in. You can choose to skip campaign when you make your new seasonal character, and dive right into the seasonal story and content immediately.
And that's forevermore. That's one thing we tried to say is that once you complete the campaign on one character on your account,
one character,
for every season moving forward, for any character you create moving forward,
how about that
you
renown?
can skip campaign and start off in Kyovashad level 1 off. Well,
yeah,
and you know,
not always Kyovashad, but yes.
Is that the
foreshadowing
only thing that we can be doing to prepare
well,
for
we should
season
get to
one?
we should get to the battle pass. So the favor, so you have favor flowing because you're playing the game.
Because you're playing the game, because you're doing your season journey objectives, you're getting even
and
more.
I was going to say you're getting more, and the favor is really flowing because I'm completing the season journey objectives, and so that favor is feeding into your progress on the battle pass. Whether you've chosen to just have the free battle pass or whether you've chosen to upgrade it to a premium battle pass, correct?
That's absolutely correct.
So can we go back to the screen? Because I think it's one of the things. What we highlight here is essentially part of the thing is kind of a,
sound like their sound was dropping.
Why would I want to complete the battle pass? And one of the reasons you would want to complete the battle pass is you could look like this.
Yeah.
And by completing the battle pass in terms of the mount armor, the armor that the characters are wearing, and so. Did you want to talk a little bit about
one of the things that's really cool about a lot of the items in the battle pass,
BB
there
Gaming.
are these really exciting like armors to chase for the characters. There are like fun new emotes to go chase for different classes, and we have even things like the like what we're showing off here, like the Artisan's Tunic. We have some things that are like these. And this is actually one of our free cosmetics. Actually, is this the things are like a little bit lower fantasy that we can use to kind of like role play different kind of themes out for your characters, just give you more options. And we have like our bigger stuff like this, like this is like the Awoken Cold Iron stuff is like some of like the like real chase armor cosmetics that exists at the end of the end of the battle pass.
It's one of the things
That's
that
cool.
like, if you notice either the role-playing armor like the Artisan Tunic or the helmet, is that one of the big things about the Battle Pass is that unlike the shop, the Battle Pass, all of the cosmetics are class agnostic. So we have a preview for all 5 classes, so you can see what it looks like on a Barbarian, what it looks like on a Druid, what it looks like on a Necromancer, and those sorts of things. And that's one of the nice things about the Battle Pass is everything you're earning on the Battle Pass, class agnostic.
Yeah, for those transmogs.
The exception is the transmog weapons. There are transmog weapons on there that are class specific, just because classes
can only use
certain
specific.
weapons.
Yeah.
So if your class can equip that weapon, then you have access to it. Just to reinforce, I think it was already expressed, but there are lots of free things on the Battle Pass. If you pay to upgrade it to the premium Battle Pass, what you're gaining access to are a bunch of additional cosmetic things.
Yeah.
So the only thing you're getting access to by paying is that additional cosmetic unlock. So there's really, really cool stuff, some on the early end, and then especially on the tail end of it, that's what you're buying into. But the free version...
Keep going. I'm getting ready to transition.
Okay. The free version
I know where I want to go after you.
Still has some very cool unlocks. And anything related to, well, you wanted to talk more about blessings, right?
Well, that's what they're saying with the free side. Like, so we were saying there's 27 free tiers in the Battle Pass. And part of those 27 free tiers are smoldering ashes that you can get based on the level you are in the game and that you've progressed with favor. And what do those smoldering ashes get you?
So these smoldering ashes the player will collect the Battle Pass are, as you called out, like they're on the free track of the Battle Pass. You need to be you have a character of a certain level in order to be able to actually use them. So they're kind of like they're rate limited that way. We'll take those and you'll be able to use those and apply them to the seasonal blessings system. Right. And here, we can actually finally reveal all of these.
Gold,
so here are the places
rare
where
materials,
as the players collecting these
elixir
ashes,
duration,
they can invest them here to give
chance
all
of powerful malignant heart
the
drops.
seasonal realm kind of like this
that's going to be the one to
carry
have
through. So where that is like bonus to like XP earned for monster kills, like we call out here, or things like boosting the duration of all elixirs that you're using over the course of the season.
Right, and you can looks like. I'm assuming that, I don't know if it's linear or not, but if I would assume it was linear, I can do it 4 times at 15%, so like 60% duration on elixirs, in terms of that particular, the Urn of Prolonging.
That's right, yeah. We want to make this just be an extra fun little thing for players to chase as they're going through the season to kind of, help them like boost their characters up a little bit more quickly as they kind of get deeper and deeper into progression through the season and give them a few different advantages to play with while they're playing through.
So if I were to max out with my Smoldering Ashes, they're like Urn of Prolonging is where I want to invest my Smoldering Ashes. I can basically take my 30-minute elixir and make it almost a 50-minute elixir. So getting that 5% XP boost. Maybe for me, it's the extra 200 thorns and the 200 armor. Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah, and give you boosts to like get more opportunities to earn like the or better malignant heart drops that can occur for you as you're playing.
And these are available to everyone because who's in the seasonal realm.
Like, I don't know which way would be best to go. Like extra XP always sounds good because you can level up faster and get the higher and stuff
they're
quicker.
Also limited based on level of the player.
I think I'd probably take like the XP first.
Tier skips,
and you can like
even though they might
it
get
to this
the tier that says free smaller ashes, it doesn't actually unlock until you get to the level requirement.
Yeah, for like for example, like the first ash that you unlock in the battle pass is I think it's tier 8 maybe.
Tier 8,
yeah. And it has a level 40 character requirement as an example. Just to make it really, really clear, like you will be able to use this in time, but immediately like you need to continue to progress your character and like continue to level up, and then you'll be able to use that accordingly.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I kind of do my little summary thing. So basically, what we said, so we have a seasonal theme of the Malignant, which has the mechanic of capturing Malignant hearts and putting it into jewelry. We use that to complete our season's journey. Our season journey is rewarding us favor. Our favor, we're then putting into the battle pass to get really cool cosmetics and transmogs, but also based on our level and our tier in the battle pass, we'll get Smoldering Ashes. We can use those Smoldering Ashes to apply a Season's Blessing, which allows us to use those urns and get sort of perks for during just this season that we've unlocked.
That's correct.
So the free person's experience, if you never want to pay a cent, you are still getting a lot of power out of the season journey and the free aspect, the free unlocks on the battle pass. So this is kind of an increase in power for everybody. And then if you want to spend money, just reinforcing that, that's unlocking more cosmetics.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, like they're amazing cosmetics. I am planning to pay to unlock them myself. But there's no power that comes from them. They are transmogs. Yes. They are not actual items. It's just a transmog you can place on your armor to look cool. They don't actually cause things to light on fire.
They have to like beat a dead horse with this because so many people are going to be like, oh my god, so you're saying that there's going to be power?
Anything that if you do pay for a battle pass, all the paid items are going to be cosmetics and for you.
Like, and then people will still come away from the stream saying, I knew it! Pay for win!
We'll have an ability to make that a premium battle pass, you know.
And those people are dumb.
That's great for them. So then let's talk a little bit about the transitional side of it in terms of how I go into this or what happens. So there's a couple of different things. There's like, one is like there's a need. So there's a question. I guess we should talk about renown. Like one of the big things that we hear the most about is, hey, I spent a lot of time, and I know I did too. I completed all my renown objectives. I've got full everything. And now I hear, oh, I have to reroll my character in season. Do I have to go find all the altars of Lilith? Do I have to go all clear the fog of war again?
Yeah, so I know we've talked about this in stream before, but it definitely bears repeating. So like when season 1 goes live, players are going to be able to basically carry over like all of the fog of war that they've cleared. So everything, all the world they've explored on their characters in each of the zones, like in the Fractured Peaks and Scotsland and such, all of that's going to carry over, as well as all of the renown that you have earned from all of that, all of the exploits.
Tell us that you're doing it with the waypoints.
So basically where we see areas discovered.
Waypoints.
Let's say I've actually, we'll say this is this person. So right now they've got 30 areas discovered, which is worth 150 renown.
Right.
So what's going to happen is in the season, I'm going to have 30 areas clear inside of Kyrgyzstan, and I will have 150 renown already in the bank. And it will have unlocked whatever 150 renown will have unlocked.
Absolutely right. Yep, absolutely right. So you're going to have that, and you're also going to have already collected all of your altars of Lilith that you've got from your account.
So the same thing here. So I will have 12 will be appearing on my map immediately, and I will have 120 renown in the bank with my other 100. So I'll have 270 renown already earned, waiting for me to claim when I fire up the season.
That's absolutely correct. So these are the advantages you get to start with, and like if you look at like
give
all
us the waypoints
from discovering all of the areas,
give
and from getting all
us
of your
the
altars of Lilith,
waypoints.
it's going to get you in each of the zones, basically through the first 2 tiers, and a little bit of the way through the 3rd tier for each of the zones for renown. So you get to start with, like if you start at level 1 on day 1 of the new season with a brand new character, you'll start, and you've done all of this work with your previous characters and previous playthroughs. You'll have 5 skill points to play with, and then 5 extra potion charges. So you'll be at sitting at 9 potion charges.
At level 1, you'll have 5 skill points and 9 potions ready to go.
Absolutely. You just claim those things down. You're good to go for the season.
And your map reveal.
And your map reveal.
So
that goes back to what Tim was teeing up earlier. When we think about, hey, I'm excited about the season.
They just need to add the waypoints, and it won't be that bad. Whoa. What's happening?
Prepare for it. I've got what?
Is this me? No.
What is it? This the
I'm good on my end.
Today's the 6th.
What's happening? Is this happening to anybody else? Let me check Twitch. Is this them?
Okay, so then Tim, how do I think about? I've got 5, 6 alts, you know, my characters right now in the Eternal Realm. We're talking about carrying over progress based on your. How do I ensure that the progress, like the most progress character, it actually impacts my seasonal character? Like,
yeah, Tim, tell us.
It's a great question. For various technical implementation reasons, we do actually need you to log in on existing characters to kind of self-migrate some of your data with this. So this is something that we implemented based on player feedback that we got. So we put it in as quickly as we could. It is in for Season 1, but what we need you to do, once Season 1 comes out, actually once the patch comes out, you don't even have to wait until July 20th. You can do this on July 18th, which is when the patch goes live. You should log in with characters that have the most progress. If you have a single character you played, or if you have one character that, hey, on this one character I unlocked all the altars and cleared all the Fog of War,
so you have to log in with that
you just have to log in with that person. When you log in with that character, all of that progress is going to be propagated across your entire account. It'll be saved as, hey, this is just unlocked for your whole account now. At that point, any character you log on, either one of your existing alts or any new character you make in seasons, will now have all of that progress. So you have to do it once, but after you've done that, it is now saved to your account. And just to reinforce, the experience you're going to have if you have unlocked all of these things, it takes a little bit of work, but if you've unlocked all of that, when you start that new seasonal character, wow, is that a lot of power. You are going to level pretty fast, because extra 5 skill points, extra 5 potions, you are ridiculously overpowered when you first start playing. Like, that is a lot of extra power.
It will accelerate you a little bit as you start.
And because that is a big caveat, like, we will be reminding everyone. I'm going to be, like, literally screaming it from the rooftops. I know we will be posting it in our patch notes on that come out for the patch on the 18th, just to remind people that, yes, log into your characters beforehand. Even if you log in, like, if you jump into the season later on, you can log into those characters with the most amount of progress.
Well, that's the two things we should, because there'll probably be questions, but one is, I don't do that for whatever. I go on vacation, I'm not playing, I come back, the season started. I can still log in my Eternal Realm character and have all that progress brought to the season, yes?
Yeah.
Even after the season started. So it's not like, oh, you only have 18 to 20 to get it those 2 days.
It's there forever. Functionally, from this point forward, anytime you ever log in on a character, it will just check, like, hey, does this character have any progress that's not already credited on your account? Cool, I'm now crediting it to your account.
Right. And so and that's for the seasonal. So if I think about the Eternal Realm, like for example, my Necromancer has everything. I've got the full bar on Renown on all 5. Not humble bragging. That's a point of fact.
Humble bragging.
Not humble bragging.
Absolutely.
So for the next 5 minutes, we're going to talk about
So
this.
let's talk about how good my Necromancer is. No, but all I'm saying is I have a Sork that has not had the same level of progress in the world. So after the 18th, when I log in my Necro and all that progress gets put to my account, when I go to log in my Sork next, even on the Eternal Realm, my Sork will now have all the progress that my Necro
Correct.
has.
Absolutely.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And let's say, like, just to dive really deep into this. So let's say that you've got,
I know,
you've got 2 different
we
characters.
should do some sort of dev stream where we can talk and go deep.
That's true, actually, yeah. So let's say you've got, like, 2 characters you play. Like, one has done everything in the Fractured Peaks, has uncovered everything in the Fractured Peaks, and has uncovered, like, all the altars level both. You get another character who's gotten everything in Scott's Glen, who's unlocked, like, all the Fog of War, has found all the altars Lilith. If I log in on my Fractured Peaks character, and just by doing that, all of that credit will now be transferred to my Scott's Glen character. When I log into my Scott's Glen character, all of that credit will be applied to my Fractured Peaks characters. At that point, all of the credit of the progress I made on either of those characters has been propagated to the entirety of my account.
Right. So it becomes an and.
It's not just like it's and. It's not like the one account that has the most stuff, and then I want to log into that one. No, you want to log into every account that might have, like, tons of progress if they've made in different directions. Right.
And I think that just again, hey, let's talk about managing expectations. Some of you might be saying, like, wow, that sounds a little clunky. And I think the point that Tim was trying to make was, hey, prior to Season 1, we had actually talked about that you wouldn't have any Renown progress carryover. You would have to go find the Altars of Lilith. You would have to go clear the Fog of War.
Yeah.
Like, the original plan when launching the game, or prior to launching the game, the original plan was that there was no transition of state from the Eternal Realm to Seasonal Realm as part of this.
And they changed their mind.
Hearing the player feedback as we talked about seasons and hearing the response that we got about what I have to find all the altars again, what I have to clear the map again, and wanting to make sure that we were listening to the players.
Yeah.
We put in a system that allowed us to do that, but is not the most smoothest, most sophisticated, because we were doing it under very tight time constraints as quickly as possible.
Hey, did you want it done? Did you want it done? The answer is yes.
I'm just saying, like, that wasn't the design from the start was not to do this, log in a character on the 18th and make it pass.
Yeah,
that's what we had to do to make it happen for season 1.
And this was based off of, obviously player feedback that we had gotten since launch. So this is us implementing it quickly to address, the feedback that you guys have been giving. And then on top of that, I like a huge shout out to our engineers for getting this all implemented before we actually jump into the season.
Much like the Nightmare Dungeon teleport,
Exactly.
like miracles can happen and very quickly. So
a lot of these actually.
How about the gym tab?
Asking how long it would take to do it, and the
Gyms.
first answer is to do it
We
right.
don't want to pick them up anymore.
Yeah.
Where's that
Okay,
miracle?
what about to make it work right now? And always, if you told me you wanted to do this X months ago, I could have done it way easier because we implemented it completely differently. So yeah, we make it work, but sometimes the fact that you have to log in to get the progress propagated, we would have made it a smoother version if we knew months ago.
All right, look, all right, like zoom in on me. Zoom in on me.
Come closer.
Let's do that. Okay, it's not going to happen. There it is. Okay, yeah, all right. It's a live game. We know we need to it's a live game. We know we are looking at trying to make improvements based on the feedback that we're getting.
They've already said they're going to do it aggro, but they said it's going to take them to season 2 to get it in.
With a giant audience of
They're going to
players
make
playing the
gyms.
game.
They're going to put it in like the currency
Want to
area.
make sure that we are making the right changes as quickly as we can for the community. Some of those things are a lot harder than others.
Like
So,
you'll
all
collect like
feedback,
gold and
Adam calls some
obols and that
things
sort of
are going
thing.
on at the program, like we're hearing feedback about this and this, and like inventory space. We talked about gems last time.
But we want it
what
now.
do there. We're trying to move very quickly in a lot of these things. Some of them are a lot more challenging technically to do than others, but we are rapidly moving on as many changes as we can because we are fervently trying to make the very best version of Diablo 4 possible in the fastest time frame that we can to deliver to the player base, because we're players too. We also want the same things. So just know that we're working hard. We care deeply. We love our engineers and our designers and our producers and the staff's been helping with like all of like the hotfix and
Everybody.
everything else. We are trying to make sure that we are delivering a really, really high quality experience to players on a regular basis. So just stick with us. Keep giving us that feedback. We're going to keep making adjustments as we go between seasons and other updates.
I can attest that whenever Joe would like to make a change based on feedback he's seen from reading it wherever he reads it, the first version is always, can we do this immediately? That is always the first request. Never like, hey, let's get this in eventually when it makes sense and when it's comfortable. No, it's always, could we do this right now? Is it possible for us to do this right now?
Well,
So
I want to
that's
move
the first version.
I want to move the
Quote,
Overton
unquote.
window where I just expect everything to be done in 6 seconds.
But this is the thing about about doing it safely. Like, I think one of the sort of the junior mistakes some people can make is this idea of like time is only what it takes to implement, and it's not. It's time is also what it takes to test and make sure that it's robust and stable. And so that's one of the things that when you look at we have a follow the sun QA organization around the world, and that's what allows us to do, I don't know, we're what, to 15, 16 hot fixes or more now.
Yeah.
And our big client patches is that ability to not only can we get we have some heroic engineers who can turn stuff around very quickly, but we also have some heroic QA teams around the world who are helping us make sure that when we make these changes, we're doing it in a safe way. So, but appreciate your patience on that. And so this is exciting. Season 1, Season of the Malignant.
Yes. It's
Let's
finally here.
go.
Yes.
I'm waiting to reveal this for a
in 2
long
weeks?
time.
In 2 weeks, and again,
It's gonna be
like Tim
fun.
It's
had
not
mentioned,
technically here for you all, but soon.
2
Very
weeks.
soon.
as Tim had mentioned, we will have a patch on the 18th for Diablo 4 that will contain all the changes that will be coming in with Season 1.
Yep.
If Tiffany Watt were here, who was on our campfire chat before,
Yep.
she categorized our 103 patch as chonky.
Right.
I will categorize in Tiffany Watt's words
a technical
as
term, yeah.
super chonky for season 1. It actually is our largest, or chonkster, as Tim called it. I think we were chonkers. So we're going to pull up the Wikipedia entry and
level 100.
the history of
That's
chonkers.
okay.
But yeah, it is very big. So we will have notes up for that. And again, players can prepare for season 1 by completing the campaign for sure.
It's a chonky patch.
Yeah, clear fog of war, discover the map, and of course get all your altars. So lots to come for Diablo 4. And then again, we also have just more improvements that will be in that patch. What class our balance changes to bug fixes to you name it. I can go on. There's even some reward changes coming for some Nightmare and Helltide related activities as well, some endgame activities, because I've been hearing some feedback regarding like, hey, it would be great if we can get like maybe better rewards with some of these activities, and so I know some of those changes are coming in that actual update as well. But I know we want to do Q&A.
We do.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a live stream, by the way.
Yeah.
So I know we get sometimes people are like, I don't know if this is live. No, this is totally live. So we're actually going to be bringing in. We're actually going to kick off Rod because we're done with him. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Rod is actually just
I'm actually going to go and annoy you from the side.
I know. It's the worst. Rod's going to jump over here. We're actually going to bring back in Chris and Ryan from the Immortal team. Who will be jumping in here.
I think you're supposed to open that chair. I didn't do my job.
I
didn't do my job.
Rod had one job and failed to do it.
I failed to open the chair.
So we're going to bring these guys in. I know we have questions queued up from different people in Twitch chat. So if you guys have questions, of course, feel free to drop in questions
Chris
and everything.
is not quite in. You need to switch clearly.
Oh, I need to scooch too
Scooch a
because I
little
think
bit
I'm
Bam just got home.
Live
okay.
television.
We're scooching live.
And we're scooching, live scooching, ladies and
So
gentlemen.
here's the problem. We also, the production team hates me. I want to give a shout out to our production group behind here because I literally go like, oh, we're only going to have like 2 people. And then we continue to add people. And then Rod wanted to be in it yesterday. So now suddenly we're up to like 20 people and this room can't hold this many people. So I apologize. They are angels and they deal with me. But we do have some
3 months from launch to bring out a season.
I will be kind of going back and forth in between both of them. But we
I just don't think they wanted to like make people wait that long for new
Someone's
content.
calling me, which is awful at this time. Quick question: any updates around? This is for D4 specifically. Any updates around respecting characters?
Yeah, so right now I think that there's a few different concerns we're hearing from the community. There's the general cost of respecting characters, and then there is at various stages of the game. And then there is the actual experience of respecting a character, particularly when you're deeper into the Paragon system.
Yes.
Like that takes a lot of effort.
It's annoying.
So we have longer-term plans on the user experience side, like on the menu side. Things we want to do to improve the flow of allowing players to respect their characters. These are things we're actively investigating. We have designs for things we're looking to add into seasons in the future, but we don't have a date we're committing to today for that. And in terms of the actual price of that, we're evaluating things on like the gold economy, and we're taking a look at like what players are doing on a regular basis. We're not making any fundamental structural changes to today at this time, but we are, because we're satisfied with where things feel like in the 150. One thing we will be adding, though, is as part of seasons, there's now a new reward that you can collect as you're going through the season journey at the end of each season, called the Scroll of Amnesia, which once you collect a Scroll of Amnesia, you can use that one time to basically reset the entirety of a character all in one go for no gold cost at all. So these are going to be like pretty fun things to bring back with you to the Eternal Realm if you want to use for future playthroughs for that character or another character. So we want to make sure that we're like slowly adding a few of these as
not that appealing
experience. Kind of make that a little bit easier for players to go through.
And that's
every 3 months minimum.
Everything. It's all your skills, all your Paragon, everything goes to 0.
Yeah.
Awesome. For Immortal, we have a question from, I'm reading everyone's names, 8 Miles West. How much will the Blood Knight cost? I know we covered this early on, but if you guys want to reiterate.
The Blood Knight will cost nothing. The Blood Knight is free.
It's free. So if you're a new Immortal player, or you're a existing Immortal player,
that's kind of funny,
literally
actually.
Jump in, start playing the Blood Knight. On day 1, which is on July 13th.
You must pay $100 for the Blood Knight.
And of course, you can play through the campaign, and we had mentioned that it has essentially custom VO and everything associated with it.
That's right.
For D4. I should be more prepared with these.
That's usually that's a
usually-
safe statement all the time. Is you should be more
We have
prepared.
Rod judging me off screen right here, and I'm just like, awesome.
Perfect.
Little side story real quick. So we have a thing in design called design armor, where like as you're about to like talk about an idea with someone, you're like, this might be a really bad idea, but and that's you putting up your shield saying, this is my design armor. Saying, I know that this might be really, really bad, but we're talking about it anyway. So yes, I should probably be more prepared, but here we go. That's your design armor.
Question from Fig Larna.
You committed to saying the names.
I know I did.
We don't want anyone to suggest that these are not good questions.
Yeah, from Fig Larna. Will seasonal mechanics be added to the Eternal Realm after the season ends? I think that's something we didn't actually clarify very well.
That is a great question.
No,
that
I don't
actually
think
gets
so.
asked internally as well a lot. Like,
Or
hey,
are they?
This is awesome. Are we going to keep it around forever? Initially, no. Like initially, the version of the malignant mechanics that you're seeing are not planned to show up in the Eternal Realm. However, we are reserving the right as developers that if we see something cool and we think, wow, this is just fantastic, this should just be part of the game, that we will just make it part of the game. So it is absolutely an option. Some mechanics you might see in future seasons might be that way right away. We might be planning that, hey, this will show up in Eternal Realm right away. Others will evaluate them as we play them and then see
it's
if
a good
this
way
is
to do
working
it.
really well. This is something that we want to integrate with the Eternal version of the game.
Yeah, I want to stay on this just 1 second longer. That's not to suggest that we're not going to be, as part of the seasons, intentionally using those update opportunities to create content for the base game, like stuff that will persist beyond the end of the season. But we really do want to hone in on the idea that we're like, Malignant Hearts are very powerful, as we talked about before. They're really, really cool. They're very exciting. We can't add something exciting like that every season if it's expected to all last, because the game's going to be a complete mess.
Right.
So we're not going to do that. What we would end up needing to do is all of those things would be extremely incremental in terms of what they offered to the players over the course of time. And it would make the game extraordinarily dense in terms of what the players expected to do on a regular basis.
And to understand.
We know that there's opportunities to extend things like add more endgame features. We know that there's more content that we want to add to the game in general that like everybody's going to need forever, and we're going to be looking at those opportunities as we go. But things like Malignant Hearts, we don't want to have something of that size in Season 1, then add something of similar size in Season 2, and then Season 3 and Season 4, because the game's going to get extremely dense and difficult for players to really navigate. We want to be able to like take these things away, introduce new ideas, but having known what worked really, really well with Malignant Hearts and what stuff we can maybe have improved upon.
We'll talk about it here in a moment,
those ideas forward.
It's also part of the cool factor of the season is that when you're going in, these Malignant Hearts, it's there for the season. So even, let's take a player that, let's say, doesn't like to play alts except of the same class. I just love playing Barbarian. And, I have 3 different Barbarians already on Eternal because it's the perfect
rogue
class.
Player and all you play is rogues and all you do is build rogues.
There might be a lot of those too. But let's say a Barbarian, that's my hypothetical, I'm sticking with it. So I'm a Barbarian lover and I've made all these Barbarians. Season 1 is still an exciting time to make a new Barbarian because we have all of these new Malignant powers that allow you to make radically new builds that are completely different from Barbarians you played in the past. Your endgame is going to be very different. So that excitement goes away if we just say like, oh, all of these powers just exist in the game forever. The whole idea is that no, every season is a fresh new experience that gives you builds that did not exist previously. So the idea is some of that stuff is always designed to go away.
Yeah.
So Joe, one of the things.
This is Rod off camera speaking.
Rod off camera. Hey, voice
right.
Joe,
yes.
Maybe speak to the fact that everybody starts at the same place of the season is one of the benefits, so that people aren't like a year behind when they go to play Season 4.
Yeah, that's an important part of this as well. One of the reasons we really like the idea of letting players start back fresh and have like an economy reset, players really jumping back in the experience at level 1 with characters, is it allows us to focus on making sure the entirety of that journey is really
start everybody from the same spot
to go through.
You don't want to have like 10,000 different features in the game a couple years from now. It'll just be confusing, and they'll feel like there's too much to do.
Everything feels like it's balanced in such a way that players can really enjoy the new things that we're adding, in the way that they're kind of intelligently mixed with the rest of the features in the game itself. So that we think that experience is part of what makes the Diablo game a Diablo game anyways, like making a new character, getting those item drops, like building up towards the end. With regards to like the way that we decided to conduct our efforts in seasons for Diablo 4, we think this is a really, really like the prime example of the way that we can make this work.
But I wanted you to hit on the point, the fact that if somebody buys the game.
Yeah.
He's gonna come get in the shot.
Yeah, if somebody, like, I'm gonna mess with the camera people. Can you? You can't even do it, can you? You can't even get there. All we can do is I can just have my talking stomach. Oh, hey,
talking stomach.
The thing that we're talking about is that we want, again, the game is a live service. The game's going to live for years. We want somebody who buys the game a year from now to not feel like they're a year behind when it comes to. So one of the benefits of seasons is, in season 4, on day 1, you and I are both level 1. I bought it that day. You have owned the game for a year. We're in the same place. We can play together and have fun together. And so, as opposed to everybody from this moment on is now falling behind, seasons allows us to have that fresh start for everybody, right?
Yeah, that's actually, I could have put it better.
We're still
myself.
live,
That
yeah.
serves as a really, really good opportunity for us to make sure the players have a starting point together when you want to come in a little bit later into the game experience. If you've taken a season or 2 off because something else came out, we want to make sure that it feels like, whenever you, the most important thing for us in seasons, like kind of going off script in a different way now, is that like when you're playing seasons and you're playing Diablo 4, you're having a great time. And when you've reached all the goals and done the things that you think are really, really important, and you want to go like take a break to go play something else for a little while, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. We do the same thing.
You don't fall behind.
But when a season rolls and there's new things for you to come check out, that's a great time to come back. Particularly if you had a good time playing before, that's exactly when you should come back and check out Diablo 4 fresh.
Yeah, I'm out. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll be honest. When the next WoW expansion comes out, there's a non-zero chance that I'm going to play WoW for a while. But it's great to know there's a point that I can come back to Diablo 4 and everybody's on an even footing. Yeah.
Question here from Jeffrey Allen, and didn't specify the D4 or DI, so I'm actually going to ask both because I think this is relevant to both. Also,
why do you have a new mic?
I actually don't know. But yeah, 2 mics, guys. I'm very
I'm too like Adam.
You have me in stereo. Can you say which cosmetics will be transferring between characters? So for instance, like. For Diablo Immortal, we'll ask this specifically for Diablo Immortal, and then we'll talk about Diablo 4. But in regards to transferring cosmetics, like if you ended up buying a cosmetic in Diablo Immortal, does that actually also appear on the Blood Knight?
So cosmetics purchased prior to the Blood Knight's release will not be retroactive. However, the what was the Mother's Lament set?
Hatred's Heritage.
Hatred's Heritage will be available for the Blood Knight.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. So going forward, there will be now new cosmetics available for the Blood Knight, just as they are for all the other classes in Immortal. And then I guess for D4, will cosmetics be transferring to seasons, and will they need to be reobtained? I know this was like a question that we get a lot from people in regards to like transmogs. And if you salvage specific stuff, how does that work between characters from Eternal and Seasonal Realms?
Yeah, I believe this is all transferring over with you when you go into the new season. And obviously, every cosmetic set that you're via the store and via the Battle Pass, that stuff also is going to be carrying over with you.
Yes, if you ever unlock anything, your whole account has access to it forever, is the current functionality.
Nice.
I shouldn't say it that way. It sounds like we're going to change it.
Yeah,
that
don't use the word forever, ever.
Yeah. Let's see. Nightmare is from Kincho Kimo. This is Nightmare Teleport was great, but why can't we just teleport right into dungeons rather than just to the entrance? So this one I think is interesting because Nightmare, we obviously incorporated the teleport here in 103. It was another thing that we had talked about where it was community feedback that we had gotten, and the team jumped on it really quickly to implement it in a specific way. We have been seeing a lot of feedback in regards to players having to teleport outside of dungeons and kind of go through like a couple load screens. It was a quick, implementation from the team and everything. So I know it's something that we've been hearing from our side, and it's something that we're going to be looking at more here in the future for optimizing and making sure that we can implement maybe in a better way from some of the features that we've been just kind of adding in really quickly.
Yeah, being able to go straight into the
Immortal,
dungeon would be nice.
We have. Was there some sort of Castlevania inspiration with the Blood Knight? Looking very, very similar to some popular characters from that franchise. Very pretty vampire-ish people, but not vampires.
I think we discovered Adam's kink, by the way.
We can turn off Rod's mic now, so that's all we need to do. But yeah, was there any inspiration kind of thrown with the Blood Knight?
I think when you're working with a tropic idea in fantasy like vampires, you take inspiration from all over. The spear thing puts us in mind of Vlad the Impaler. The aesthetic, you've already talked about some potential references, but I think for us is as much like what we take out as what we leave in. We don't want the Blood Knight to feel like a grab bag of all vampiric myths. They are very specifically grotesque, blood, shadow, knightly weapons oriented. And so there were things like turning into mist, like turning into wolves, etc., that we immediately said, hey, these need to be off the table. And so in that regard, I think there's a lot of familiar that we're channeling, but there's also like a very dialed in identity for the class.
Awesome.
Everybody knows that it's necromancers that turn into mist.
This is true.
Let's see. In regards to Diablo 4, we have. Will you guys be nerfing or buffing in the middle of seasons, or will you be making changes after the season starts?
No, all of those are
Yeah,
new
that's a
season
good
things.
question. So
this is from
Well, that's something
Gotti, by the
extreme.
way,
They've already
so
talked
there you
about
go.
this.
I just wanted
This is
to.
a real person.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a good question. So we made a number of adjustments during the preseason period to make sure that we're bringing some builds back into where we expect them to be functionally and performance-wise. When we go into the seasonal release, we do want to create structured moments in time that we're going to be talking about, I think, more in future streams, when we expect like buffs and nerfs to happen. So we have like a regular set of like patches that are going to be occurring after the season is released, where we have like a better schedule like in cadence when we're talking about these things. We really want to try to reserve like big nerfs and big buffs for only like extreme outlier cases, and things were like really damaging the end game experience for a number of players. So we want to try to keep that more constrained, and we also want to have just fewer general like off cycle balance updates and things. So we're kind of keeping things more into this weekly cadence like we talked about.
So yeah, things will be pretty stable throughout the course of the season, unless, if one of the malignant powers, I know I joked about them being broken, but if the zone lights on fire when you use a malignant power, we're going to patch that. But otherwise, we're going to try and keep things stable.
I know we're running close on time because we were planning on this stream to be 90 minutes, and we're 1 minute away. So I'm going to lightning off a few questions. A big question within chat is obviously about stash space, which is something that we kind of just talked about a little bit earlier.
I'll say real quickly though, like we definitely hear everybody about this. We are talking a lot about what we need to do with this. We've got good plans of things we can do to improve the situation.
Won't be here till season 2 or season 3.
To hear me say like, what you were able to do this, like you could be able to do like nightmare dungeons this quickly, but like the reality is like we are moving really quickly on this, and we're gonna be trying to provide more space in the future. We're figuring out how like we're gonna get that accomplished.
Yeah, and also one thing to note is I know we talked about during campfire chats about how gems and so forth were going to be part of the materials in the future. So I know when that hits, like that will obviously free up a lot of stash space.
There's lots
for
of different ways to kind of like slice away at this problem. That's like an example of what we're trying to do to start trying to mitigate this a bit.
And then Jim, the Q guy, asked how much time between seasons. Still wants to level up his main. So in between seasons, obviously, there is. We had talked about seasons lasting 3 months.
It's a minimum of 12 weeks. Sometimes it might be a little longer, but you'll always have at least 12 weeks to complete your season.
Correct. Yeah. So you guys will hear
based on the calendar dates, right? But
so you guys will hear like no matter what within or like once we hit that 3 month period, you'll start to hear news about the next season actually hitting and everything like that. And then this one, I guess for Rod, are there any plans on new classes coming to Diablo 4? We've just heard about the Blood Knight, so they're
we have nothing to announce at this time.
Oh, wow. That was very strange.
Yeah, Rod sitting off camera can answer that perfectly. So yeah, that I think we're going to wrap it here for today. Obviously, we talked a lot about all the stuff with Diablo Immortal for the Blood Knight coming out on July 13th. We also have for Diablo 4 Season 1, Season of the Malignant, which is going to be the patch will be on July 18th. And then the actual season starts on July 20th. We do actually have 2 blogs, one on DiabloImmortal.com and one on Diablo4.com. They'll be going live either right now or immediately after this live stream. That'll have all the details and information that we just talked about here on the stream. Yeah, lots of stuff coming up here for Diablo.
Patch this afternoon.
Oh yes, and there's a patch this afternoon. You'll be seeing. Oh, I forgot. That's why I have to do it immediately after the stream. I was trying to get out of it, guys. But we will have a patch. We'll have patch notes up on Diablo4.com. We have a patch article that will actually note, and we'll be updating people when that patch does hit. It is a client patch. It will require a download. It will be on all platforms.
This seems like all of the news and info that we have.
Lots of Diablo stuff coming up here in the next few weeks. Really excited. Happy Diablo family. tons of stuff coming up. I know we will be rating 2 Diablo content creators immediately after this stream, one on Twitch, which is Barricade, and the other one on YouTube, which is Killswitch. So make sure to tune into those guys.
They could have rated to me.
Thank you guys so much. Thanks for tuning in to the
I would have had to stay on
Diablo
if they did that.
Developer
That'd
Update
be
live
crazy.
stream. And from everyone here on the Diablo team, we hope you have a wonderful weekend.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, Diablo people. All right, recording is done. So let's talk about Minnow's concern and how a lot of people are going to be like feeling that you wish you were that big. I don't even know who it was that they were rating to. Maybe it's a big channel. I don't know. There's probably not a lot of people live in the Diablo category. Let's do it this way. Let's see, gaming, Diablo 4, GameSpot, Ginger Gaming. Live for now. Okay. Comeback Kids. Where's the channel that he said he was rating to? I don't remember what he said, but I'm not seeing anything and it's not like jumping out. So anyways, so they I guess point number one, they did announce that that season 1 would begin sometime in mid to late July before the game came out. They didn't say exactly when yet, because we just found out the date today, but they said sometime mid to late July, seasons would start and you would have to start a fresh character. So they did make sure they put that information out there prior to the full launch of the game. It's been out there for a little while now. Why a month and a half between game launch and season 1, but then seasons are going to run 3 months? I guess really the best answer that I have to that, there's a few answers. So first of all, the game the game launch may be 6 weeks, right? But this version of the game that we're seeing and playing has been like, we've had access to play a large portion of this. I mean, I guess not a large portion. We were in Act 1. We were restricted to level 25, but like we were playing the beta for a while, right? And we've kind of gone off the same set of news and iteration of the game for probably 3 to 5 months now, without like any like super major game changing things. Like we've kind of learned bits and pieces of information that exist in the game. And then also like the earlier on in the game, post release, that you do things like, that's when the most eyeballs are on it, right? So just over time, like you hit this like, which way does the camera face? Like you hit this like downwards like decline where like you're just kind of like going down, right? In terms of eyeballs on the game, people playing, et cetera, et cetera. So you don't want to go too long without a major update, because then people they're getting bored of the game. They've done what they need to do. They kind of check out. So during the launch of the game and shortly thereafter, you want to give people something to look forward to right away. So that way people are in the game, they're playing, they're talking about it, and that season 1 hits, and then like a lot of that drop off you pick a lot of that back up right away, I guess. And then from there, like the expectation is kind of clearly set that, hey, it's every 3 months. Like this is how seasons are going to work. They want to hurry up and get people into the battle pass and leveling it up and getting the cosmetic and doing the things. So like really now for all of you guys with characters, myself included, right? Like we kind of know this time is going to be coming, and there's going to be this point in time when we're not able to play our current characters anymore. I mean, technically you can, but you won't be playing it within the season. You can continue it within the eternal realm if you would like to. But in terms of being within the season, yeah, like you want to start getting your renown. Specifically, specifically, you want to go ahead and find and get all those altars of Lilith, and you want to make sure that you have uncovered every zone on the map, because like they said, those two things will carry over to your character. Not only do they carry over to your character, they will get you that one skill point, right? Per zone, so 5 skill points, and they said it will get you part of the way, if not most of the way, through tier 3 of renown, which gets you another skill point. So my guess is that it will get you into that, and then you can just probably go and just spend a day knocking out strongholds as you're going through like your first 50 levels, and then get the second skill point for all of the different zones, and then have 10 skill points probably by the time, like before you're level 50, you'll probably have the 10 bonus skill points. Okay, the season missions are over after 3 months, but you can continue to level. So like what'll happen, let me pull up the game here really quick. We're not gonna play, because I'm gonna probably get off here pretty soon, and then we'll hop back on a little bit later for Fortnite. But like if I open up Diablo here, and I don't know how it's going to be like physically, like visually organized on the screen, but essentially what you'll have is you'll have a list over here where you have your Eternal Realm characters. Like I have, fish loading here. Hey Nighthawk, how's it going, dude? So you'll have your Eternal Realm characters here, right? And they'll stay there, and then you'll have like another list for seasonal characters, right? And then once season 1 ends, your seasonal character automatically, or characters if you have multiple, automatically move from the seasonal like directory to the slots down here for the Eternal Realm. So let's say you really like your, I don't know, the season ends and you're level 67, which is what I am right now. Let's say I got to this point by the end of season 1, and now my character moves over, and I'm like, hey, you know, like I like this character, like I want to keep playing them and using them and get it to level 100, and I'll just skip season 2. Like season 2 is not a big deal to me, whatever. Then I can just keep playing this character in the Eternal Realm. I won't have access to that special new game mechanic, the blood orb thing, whatever it is. Like I won't have that, but I'll still have like any special new like legendaries and uniques and like those sorts of things will still be in the game in the Eternal Realm for me to play with. That's essentially how it's going to work going forward. Hey Nighthawk, how's it going, dude? So like right now for me, like if I just log in and take a look at my map or my my renown, I know I have a lot of altars of Lilith to get, and I shouldn't have like a terrible number of zones left, but I definitely still have some zones left to uncover. So like if I go to renown and like I look here, where's areas discovered? 60 of 76, 49 of 51, 55 of 56, 50 of 54, and 53 of 70. So like I have like a decent amount of zones through here to snag still. There's a foggy area. There's a few foggy areas in the outskirts of Kiovashad here. I've gotten almost all of this with a couple little foggy zones. And like there's one right there. So I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna go through all the zones. I'm gonna look at them all or discover them all. So that part's all done. And then the altars of Lilith is the thing that I really have not done a lot of. So I probably need to spend like several streams probably going through and getting those. You actually get a lot of power from them because you get like mainline stats, and then once you discover them all, you don't have to discover them again for any of the benefits going forward after that. We only see you. Oh, sorry. I was just here. I mean, I wasn't really showing anything that important, but like I was just showing like I got these like a few foggy areas of the map left over in Skosglen and Fractured Peaks. and a few areas that I need to get. But like as I look through here, like I have 60 of 76 areas and fractured peaks, 49 of 51, 55 of 56, 50 of 54, and 53 of 70. So like I could probably spend a few hours, maybe a couple hours, discovering the rest of the areas. And then like all of these, like I have very few altars. I've only found a few as I've been going through the game, so I need to get those. But what you'll probably have happen is you'll get like halfway through tier 3, like by default on all of your characters going forward, if you max this and max this. And then you can just go through, knock out a couple strongholds to get this tier 3 reward for all your characters going forward from there. And then what I would say that you should do, like as you go through and you're like leveling your new level, your new seasonal character 1 to 50, what you want to do is just start going through the game, do all of the side quests. Doing the side quests will take you to all of the waypoints, I believe, or get you like in the area of all of them. So you'll collect all the waypoints along the way. Do your strongholds, of course, as you get up to like high enough level to do them. And as you like travel past the dungeons, just go through and do them. So yes, first goal, make sure you finish the main storyline. Second goal, make sure you unlock the whole map and then find all of your altars of Lilith. You want to do those things prior to season 1 start. Don't worry so much about leveling up and maxing your character at this point, because if you want to play in the season, those are the things that are important. Hopefully that gets everybody set on the right path. I'll be back on in a few hours to do some Fortnite with Minnow, Ghost, and Mrs. Prowl. I'll probably start at about like 7:30, sometime right around then. Minnow will hop in whenever him and Ghost are ready to hop in. And we'll have some fun tonight, okay? I hope you guys had a good time during stream today. I mean, man, we put in a solid, not too long, 3.5 hours. And then I will see you all a little bit later tonight. Thank you for hanging out. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go eat some more ice cream. See you later. Bye. Oh, maybe we should raid out too. Here, let's raid out. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. How do I do it? Do I have, where's Ginger Mentor Gaming? Like, he doesn't even have it to where, like, you can redirect. We'll send out to this Oxford King person, I guess, or there's Hatomancer. Don't know who to send out to. We'll just pick one of them. Save, and I'm gonna send you guys out there. Make sure you let them know a Prowl raid has arrived so we can do a little bit of networking here on YouTube, and I'll catch you guys later.